Speaking of femboys, Ruby, Pepsi. Hello. Hi.
Fem and boy.
If that's how you want to look at it, sure. I feel it's time we start. Mainly because I've been recording for almost 4 minutes now. There was a good point where I made that joke about being Pepsi's stepdad, and then we just went like right off the rails. And it was like, okay, that's one for the blooper reel, I suppose.
Just restart the recording.
So yeah.
It's a picture on sorry.
In the city of in the city of there are a great deal, many things. It's a beautiful city of wonder, but it's also a rather strict city. For someone like Amber Dibbletongue, it's a little bit hard to go about your usual business, as arcane magic is outlawed for the most part unless you're part of the church. Makes your job a little hard sometimes. To make your job a little easier, you have a friend, colloquially called Mongo, but you know him as Brutus. He's big, he's tall, he's wide, he's simple. You have another friend. They work in a cocktail bar. They work in a theatre as a member of the entertaining staff. And not the entertaining staff you pay extra to make you feel good at the end, before we get any ideas.
No happy ending.
Welcome to the joke, Population U. A while ago, your friend, whose name I will not try to pronounce for my own mentality.
Here, I'll put a phonetic pronunciation just for you.
Just you fucking say it. Just you say it.
Hurel.
Whore, got it. Your friend Whore. Again, no relation to their profession. They have a reputation, shall we say. Like the name implies. But not, you know, they don't take money for it or nothing. They just really like pussy. Yeah, there's a good way of putting it. They just really like other. They just really like women. And they'd recently been with one. You'd heard tales of this person. So at this point I should probably get my fact sheet up. Krissa Verkuth. You'd heard that she was a little bit wealthy, you know, part of the upper pie. She'd recently just up and vanished. Your friend was very worried, giving you all manner of reason to be worried. The woman started to seem a little paranoid in places, a little twitchy and iffy, and quite closeted and closed in with their feelings recently. Then they up and vanished. You, Amber, and your hired muscle Brutus, you just go round the streets of Arm. You have a small network of your own little birds and spies and canaries all over. A good private investigator always needs to remain informed, and what's more informative than a network of homeless and vagrants? Tonight, you just meet in an alley with one such vagrant. They have information for you. They've been watching the house that your friend told you their most recent conquest had been living in. You've been watching it for a few nights now. And tonight, with a bag of gold and silver, you meet them in a dank, piss-smelling alley as the moon is up high in the sky. It's a weekend night. The vagrants are out in force. Crazy homeless ladies from Baldur's Gate walk round with roses for the ladies, selling them at 5 copper pieces. Other people try to flog whatever they can, and occasionally, on the corner, strange men and women give you odd winks. God, this is getting even more like a whorehouse every time I open my mouth. Speaking of whorehouses, see how I segued that one into you, Quinn? In this grand area. Grand in size and scale, but that's about it. A theatre filled with numerous members of staff. Tonight, use practice. You don't have a showing for about another hour or so. And as you are making sure your marks are set, you're hanging the wires accordingly and making sure that everything runs tip-top. You warm up your voice and hear the acoustics as the elder salt and peppered haired man, the Nordic style beard, blind in his eye, runs this theatre. Cornelius. He has a bit of an attitude about him for the most part, this almost superiority complex, but he does run the place and he has been here the longest in the city, and he did get everything up and running. He, almost like a sadistic taskmaster, sets everything about in this what is essentially, when you strip it all back, warehouse with odd pews on the front and set up top another set of balconies with a window right in the very centre, almost like a spotlight, where on certain nights the moon can align with it perfectly to create a moonbeam directly into the centre stage. Tonight is one of those nights, and you can see out into the sky. However, on the night where there should be a full moon, there is no full moon. Instead, it's just a slight red tinge behind the cloud where once the moon was. We dart back now to the alley to start tonight's proceeding. Amber, Brutus, yous arrive looking left and right. You see a figure hunched over, kind of leaning by a corner, coughing, looking rather suspicious. What would you like to do?
Is there supposed to be a map?
No. I made one map, and let me tell you right now, it ain't for this.
Okay, no, just I'm to check.
Theatre of the mind, I explained everything very vividly for a reason.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just double checking. Oh god. Well, hello there. Are you doing good over there, friend?
I'm doing better now that you're here. I have that information you've been looking for. Everything that you need. I've looked at this place for days. He watches this thick hand comes out. The hand of the person that you have hired. Now that you get a good look at it, it doesn't tell you too much. It doesn't take you much. thick matted fur and the absolutely horrendous smell, you know that this is Phoebes. The Bugbear that you hired to watch the house, local to the area. Look up and you see the eyes seem to glint. Oh, this has been empty for 4 days. No one in or out. The door has remained closed, I swear.
Well, that's very good to know then, at least. And I toss him a coin.
Right.
They grab it hurriedly and seem to almost be in a bit of a panic. It's quiet. There's no guards. You could go now and get in. They'd never know. They would never know that you were in.
What are you so stressed about there, friend?
You seem rather rattled.
I watch they like start scratching their arms and like twitching. Just need a fix. Like I said, Ruby, there was a reason I was looking for the Faeruni equivalent of heroin earlier on this evening.
Oh, you got fucking. You started again. Well, hopefully I got you covered with this, but try to find a way to get off of it. It's not good for you.
I'm trying, but am I not useful to you?
Oh, you very much are, but if you're destroying your own body, I can't trust you, you know?
You'd always trust me. You know I'm good for it. Phoebes Nagbane, you know I can do it.
Well, we'll see, so just take care of yourself and try to find a way to get back up on your feet.
But the... Thank you as you watch as the Bugbear sprints off down the other end of the alley. Darts down some more. The house. And the information you have so far. The woman. Her name is Crissa Verkuth. She's been widowed about a year or so now. And in that time... Hello! Crissa Verkuth, recently widowed. And in that time your friend has had their hands, feet, mouth. Pick a body part. It's been on their body.
Liver.
External body parts, please, sir.
Hey, you didn't specify.
You know where their house is? It's about a block to the north. You haven't really been given too much else in regards to it. Be that because your friend is secretive, or be that because they don't know themselves. Either way, this is all the information you technically have. And I'll also just throw like the party token down here as well, just so that way Quinn can see.
Yay.
But yeah.
We can get vision before us.
Oh no, nobody has any additional vision, don't worry. Just wonder what you two would like to do beforehand, if anything.
These guys are actually doing... I was saying, these guys are actually being productive and doing their jobs, and who else fucking it up at the Opera House. Getting jiggy with it.
Should I get my crossbow ready, boss?
Well, let's just keep it in the pockets for now. Don't want to cause any trouble. If we can talk our way out of it, you know. You know.
All right. Knuckles ready. It is.
I talk if they don't want to talk. You talk with your hands, like we always do.
Alright. You see him like pat his like crossbow on his back. But I'm ready to go when you are. Anything else we need to scrounge right out here for, or should we just head right in?
I think just head right in. I don't think there's much more to look for. But I'll always keep your eyes open, you know.
Gotcha. Brutus, well, just straight down there, right?
Right ahead, I believe so, yeah.
Gotcha. Brutus will take the lead. You know, he'll take the brunt if anything goes wrong. Wrong.
You start walking through the streets in the town of Arm. You eventually come to the house. There are a few people around here and there. A few people just going about their day. Some people are talking to neighbours. Some are bringing in a washing. It has been a rather warm day today in the city of Am. There are people sitting in the park, taking it all in. The small 2-story apartment type flat. It's raised off the ground. It may as well be 3. You can see the walls on the outside of this nice white sandstone with large bay arched windows on the front, you know. You can see there a small garden filled with tropical plants that don't quite belong in this city, but are accustomed to the climate. See the street lamps that have been lit by the lamplighters, and the statue in the park seems to just glisten. These cobbled streets have seen everything. Yous are very familiar with them. Yous come to this house, looking at it. You see not a light from any window. The front door, which I have forgot to lock. There we go. Hopefully you can see in this map.
Oh my god. There's a map!
I can't see the front door.
Front door is technically over here behind the stairs.
This way, Brutus. Let's head around the back. Don't get too many eyes if we might just have a little peek inside.
Come around the other end, you can see the darker end of the street. This is roughly a dead-end street. Leads off into nowhere, so there's no need for lighting. You can see the stairs lead on up. They are almost secluded, for lack of better terminology. Anyone on the stairs, you can tell, unless they're 8 foot tall, would be well and truly hidden from anyone on the streets.
Do I see any windows I could like peek through?
All the windows are like 6 foot off the ground.
Well, Brutus, can you give me a hand real quick? I can have a quick peek. Before we
Only
start
one is on
breaking
the front of the building.
Oh
you've
fuck!
seen.
Never mind.
Lift you up where, boss?
Never mind. The windows aren't any windows I can peek through. Peek inside, I guess.
I was gonna say, I could try to punch my way through the wall.
Well, no need for violence just yet.
Come to the door, you see a rather well-made wooden door.
Is there a lock on it?
There is a lock on it, yes. An internal locking mechanism.
I don't have thieves' tools or anything, so.
Well, at that point there, the complete and total suspension of disbelief has vanished. As I was about to ask, would Amber have left the office with her thieves' tools, but my question has just been answered, sadly.
Fuck! I mean, I don't have it on my sheet, but I feel like she would have them, you know?
After you just said she didn't.
Well, I rummaged through my pockets. Oh, there they are. I almost
say-
forgot that I had
I'm gonna
these.
say you don't have them there, Ruby. Sorry, not sorry.
So, Brutus excitingly, like, putting his hands together. Do I get to do it the fun way?
Yes, you get to do it the fun way. Just don't make too much noise.
I make no promises. Actually, I know there's an internal lock, but do we check if it was actually, locked? Can I try opening the door first?
You can try, yes. As you put your hand on the handle and push forward, and you immediately feel the door say, "Nah."
Alright, it is actually locked this time. Alright. You see Brutus pull out his club, give it like a good dust off. Alright, I'm whacking the door.
So
I'll
here's-
give the help action.
Are you attacking the door, or are you just trying to break the door open?
I'm basically just trying to break it open.
Cool. Good thing I picked up the player's handbook for the first time this session. The Ruby will tell you, with the 2024 rule set, this book gets picked up a lot. Make a strength or athletics check. You have advantage because you are being helped.
Oh, 1 second. 1 second.
So, do you guys come here often?
Oh, I will ask, how tall is both Pepsi's busy, but
know, I
like
forgot-
Brutus and Amber.
I forgot to fill up the character art.
Sorry about that. Could you repeat the check I need to make? At advantage?
Or athletics.
Athletics, advantage.
And then it's alt for advantage, right?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
'Cause you,
Alright, that's 16.
and you were using a what for this again?
Club.
You take the club almost police battering ram style, with absolutely no knock, and you just, and the door just goes in with very little bang to it. It just seems to give, and then just, and just
Aw, what's up? Excited.
opens, and it's that sort of like reverberation of like a door that's been slammed and opened back up, and it seems to wiggle and creak. Now,
That was
the light,
mildly
I will let you know right now, the light here is only on so you can see, because in the areas where the lights are off, dear God, is it dark.
Plus, I think most of us have dark vision.
Yeah, no, when I say dark, I mean like trying to differentiate anything, impossible.
Oh,
So,
that kind.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
I turned the brightness up on the map, and it was like, yeah, no bud, not doing nothing for you. Yeah, this is bust into the front door. You can see that this place is very haphazardly stripped. Now, for the most part, it is nice and wooden. It's very well maintained. You can tell it's a person who takes pride in their home. Please, for the love of God, you just walked into a teleporter, you fucking idiot. Say no. As you come into this room here, this little foyer area, a cloakroom, if you will, you can see that one of the cloak hangers has been torn. Whatever jacket or shirt or whatever was on there has been pulled off with some force, breaking the hanger. The shoe rack to the side, you can see that there are shoes there. There are more odd shoes than there are pairs of shoes, letting you know that whoever has taken these has done it in a hurry. And as you do look at them, some of the shoes that are odd shoes, you know, at a glance, they do look very similar, but as you look down, one's maybe a dark green, and the other one is a very light black, and in a dim light, it could be very easy to mix these up. You can see a door to the east. It's another wooden door, but a little easier. You know, it's no locking mechanism, so it's just a handle up and down. Everything's quite simple in that regard.
As we step inside, I make sure to carefully push the door shut, but make sure it doesn't fall into a lock, like we don't get locked in. But more so, It isn't very clear that there's somebody entered here.
Very hard to lock a door where the locking mechanism has been blown out.
Yeah,
I know.
You closing this door, the slightest wind does seem to open it back up again. You have to put like a shoe or something there just to keep it closed.
I know, but I want to specify because I know you will say, "Oh, it falls back shut into a lock. You're now locked in here. Good luck." So that's why I was specific to make sure it didn't fall shut. It's not my first rodeo.
I felt my description made it ample enough that the door could no longer lock. That's all.
I know.
You've traumatized Ruby.
It's not hard.
Oh, yeah. I feel safe with myself. Okay.
Alright. A lot of mismatched shoes. Seems like someone was dashing out in a bit of a hurry.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look great. Let's have a peek around at the bottom floor first, after you.
Alright.
Watch the door.
Hold on, because I'm just writing some stuff down.
How kind of dead body?
No, it's worse. It's your future. Dun, dun, dun. So you look into
I have that?
So look at this room here. This is a nice living room for the most part, or it was. Things have taken a turn for the worse recently, clearly. As you can see, there is broken glass all over. Tables have been broken. Legs have been destroyed on them. There are bottles and glasses of wine on the table where the
Damn,
wine
what a
has
waste of good
spilled, cracked and broken. There are numerous empty bottles. Not small bottles either. Rather party-sized bottles, shall we say? This is your 2-liter bottle of wine. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those. Crazy. Multiple boxes of bagged wine around type deal.
A water skin of wine, don't you know?
Ah, a 2-liter water skin of wine. It's gotta drink it fast before it goes off. Glass.
Wine for the whole family.
Glass all over. Beautiful purple chairs on this nice mahogany latticed floor. Some beautiful rugs adorn the area. It is very, say, upper class. It looks almost out of place when you compare it to the outside of the house. And it reeks. It reeks of wine and vinegar. Photo paintings on the walls have been ripped apart, torn apart with disregard for their cost. And you can tell these were very costly oil paintings for the most part. You can see that the numerous little places where glasses and such were kept, they are now filled with broken glasses, paper strewn all over the place. It almost looks like someone was attacked, but there's no blood. There's nothing of the such.
No scratch marks or like weapon marks?
No weapon marks, no scratch marks. It seems almost like a hurricane has passed through this place.
Do the paintings look like they're ripped by humanoid hands, or like claws, or weapons?
More like a blunt force rip, I suppose. It'd be like someone's fallen into it and dragged across it and caused that huge tear.
Look like the scene of a scuffle.
Any sign of direction? Like, where the, destruction... Does the destruction follow a path?
Only you guys would have me say, insight check the room, please. First it was fucking pigeons, now it's rooms.
Inside the room.
Would it be inside or investigation?
I'll give you your choice on it, because this is, this is either or. If you want to roll investigation,
it's on my +1 with insight. Oh,
ooh. So,
Investigation.
Nice.
we get two
Yeah.
separate checks here, both of which will yield very different things, which is good. One of these things, what I'm going to have to do is really, really quickly import an image. So I'm going to talk about what Pepsi found first. Pepsi, as you look around this room, trying to piece things together, the best way I can describe this, based off of all the information that I have been given, based off of people's characters, and again, you know my analogies to movies and TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen BBC Sherlock and Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock?
I've seen
kind
clips
of-
of the BBC one.
Kind of like, not really, Robert Downey Jr. kind of evaluates things as they happen in like a fight, for example. That's what you get here, is you're kind of seeing like, piecing it together, looking around, getting the shadows of such. I've got a text, let's see what that text says. It's a payment reminder, never mind. As you look right, you can see that it kind of seems like someone had started off drinking just a little bit too heavily. From there, they then seem to stand up, maybe tripped on one of these rugs. That is a bearskin rug. That is a bear. That there is going to be quite easy to trip up on if you are not very careful, and that there is where that problem lies. If someone wasn't very careful, as they clearly tripped, went to catch himself in the wall and caught a painting, ripped the painting down, hit their knee into, like, say, this, little wardrobe type deal, smashed some glass on it, kind of walked around some more, tried to get their bearings, and as they have, they've been catching loose things and kind of falling and throwing these loose things away to try and get their bearings, to make their way around this room. Whoever was in this room and whatever they were doing at that period of time, they were, without a shadow of a doubt, extremely drunk. This person has probably a very good reason to see a cleric for greater
Or a
restoration.
therapist.
Or a therapist.
Or a therapist.
But, the alcohol poisoning is going to be the first thing in my mind.
Seems like someone got jiggy with a bit of alcohol in their system and had a bit of a tirade around the room. Scratched up that painting is.
Ambers, you're taking it all in, taking a little look around, seeing what's going on, trying to piece it together yourself, and you're catching bits. You're able to understand where Bruce is coming from. However, as he's piecing it all together, looking around left, right, up and down, you're taking a more look at the minutiae of these things. You're looking under things, over things, and, well, you find a note. Rather strange one. This note, I don't have the Photoshop skills to do this, so please understand when I say this is the best Photoshop could give me. It's covered in wine. It's stained. But it's still quite new. It's still quite hard parchment. The wine hasn't soaked through, meaning it's not that old. Less than a week, and there's not much wine to spill around. No change, bush.
Love is all around you. Your universe is full, but in my roots there's only you. Zero. Let me just yoink that.
Did you read that in character out loud, or?
Love is all around you. Love is all around you. Your universe is full, but in my worlds there's only you. Hurl.
What kind of fruitcake wrote that?
That's the person that hired us, I think.
Don't tell him I said that.
I don't think they would disagree with your observations.
I think it means anything?
Well, It's a confession of love. Maybe somebody got a little heartbroken over it, drank too much, stumbled and ran. You know how love can be, especially in like these circles. If it isn't off class to say, it can be quite a struggle.
Love's a bitch.
Yep. So is life. So.
And then you marry one. Yes, you see here.
sorry to cut me off.
That was my dad threw that into everything. You go, that's such a bitch. Then you go, and then you marry one. So you can see in front of you on the southern wall, a door to the left and a door to the right. You can also see now, Brutus, as you are coming round the corner, piecing it all together. Whoever went from the couch or the chair went round the room to get to the bar in the corner, before essentially using the walls as a support network to walk.
Oh. Interesting.
Can I...
Mhm.
Like, does the bar seem like it's rummaged through by somebody that had too much? Like falling over bottles, like smashed on the ground?
Is there any glass on the floor from this area too?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's broken glasses, there's wine bottles lying down on their side that seems to have tipped over other smaller glasses. There's a glass that's just filled with wine as if someone started pouring and forgot to stop until the bottle ran out, and then forgot they had a drink there.
Hmm. Well, it looks like somebody had a, I would almost say good evening, but it sounds like it's a pretty bad evening to drink this much. Losing yourself in a bottle can be hard. Let's, have a look. You wanna do the 1-2 again?
Similar to the door that you just walked in, this one does not have a lock on it.
After you, good sir.
Alright then.
You open the door.
Hey, it's not locked.
The first thing
Nelly.
that gets you is not the broken table or the mess. It's the smell.
Ooh.
Not wine. Paint thinner. You look in this rather beautifully adorned dining room for the most part. The huge rug in the centre where the leaf insert table once sat, now completely destroyed. Candelabras over the floor and the chairs broken and piled in a mess. It's really quite hard to say what happened here. It is.
So, would you say that the room probably at some point had a chandelier?
No. All the rooms here have been adorned with little wall lights. Like
Oh.
I don't want to say like candelabras on the wall, but like oil lamps, for lack of a better terminology.
Yeah. I'll get to make this joke one day.
One of these days.
Does there... Okay, wait, real quick. I'm sorry. Is that just one big table, or is that table in half?
One big table that seems to have come apart.
Ah, gotcha. It was hard to tell.
Well, painting, are you say?
I'm just gonna step over whatever that rummage is carefully.
That there is a chair.
Ooh. Oh, I thought it was a ladder. It looked like a ladder.
You got a chair here, you got a candelabra here, you got a table over here. See what I mean by like in the shadows it's damn near impossible to see what's going on?
Yeah.
And then all the way over here you got like another candelabra, and then you got a door over here. You got some plates, some cups. It doesn't look like there was a fight. So I'll say that, it doesn't look like there was a fight, but like something happened in here.
Maybe someone got some concerning news while on the drink and had to rush out.
Could I roll something to like get an idea of what happened here? Like what seems to be like if it's a scuffle, a drunken, like is it rage induced? What induced the damage here?
You can go with investigation, I suppose. Yeah, investigation works.
Is it like there's chairs sticking out of the wall they've been thrown around, or is it like falling onto stuff? Or
Can I add on to this with does it look like any specific weapons were used to break these things?
God, we're such a good duo already.
Give me investigation on that one as well. 2 separate investigations. The rolls will just average. So hope for 21 or higher.
Ooh. I'd like to think Brutus gets distracted by a shiny candelabra going, "Hey boss, do you think anyone's gonna miss this?"
It's evidence.
Well, the issue is if you try to sell it, it puts a target on our back. So let's leave.
But I mean, is anyone gonna miss one candelabra?
Do you need to light that badly? If we get paid for this one, I'll buy you a candelabra if that means you will leave it here.
I just want to sell it. Fine. I'll behave.
We're not looters, we're just trying to get an idea of what's going on here.
Yeah.
It does look like an awful lot of things have been thrown around here. It looks like someone maybe tried to practice their best WWE moves in this room.
Is it like...
Come on
like
and slam.
Is it enough damage for like, hey, this was 2 people, or is it just 1 person going crazy?
With an 11, it's hard to tell.
I
said both rolls would average.
Brutus, bringing down the average.
Plus 4 and a negative 1, it's great.
This is why I do the thinking and you do the smacking, okay?
Hey, I at least know my weapons.
Well, does it look like there's a weapon used here?
I don't know. I was too busy contemplating the candelabra.
Candelabra's
So
a weapon
maybe
in the right hands. I'll give you that much.
This would make a good club. No. Focus. Is there anything like under the table?
Plates and cutlery and a chair.
Does it look like the table has been flipped?
No.
Or is it just like somebody jumped on it, kind of
It
like somebody did it?
Yeah, it looks like it's been jumped on or something heavy's landed on it.
Look, your mom sat on this table.
Raise your hand if
I
you
will
saw that
hurt
joke
you.
coming.
I will hurt you.
Shit to be found here. What's over here? Is there's a window?
That's a window.
Okay.
Does the window look damaged or like it's been opened? Is it even openable?
The window
Someone might have come through.
The window is slightly open. Yes, slightly open. But the locking mechanism on it is in place. It's a kind of 2-stage lock, if you will. First lock would close it over completely. The second lock will let it open a little bit to allow for airflow.
So it's been cracked open a little bit.
But it kind of splits in the middle as well. So it's like, one lock seems to go over all the way, and one lock seems to be like one of those little hook over locks that latches on.
Yeah, it's like fresh air, but no people kind of lock. But the window itself seems intact, like there hasn't been a chair going through it or something.
There hasn't been a chair gone through this window, no.
Okay.
Alright. Hey boss, you want to keep looking around this room? Or we got everything we could?
Not much to tell from this one.
Actually, just on the off chance, is there anything on the roof, on the ceiling?
No. Just 4 large, hefty, sturdy beams that hold the ceiling.
Because something in my mind was screaming, D&D players don't look up.
I will say there is a bit of a wet looking patch, discoloration from a liquid. But it's not big in any way, shape, or form. It's maybe about, I want to say like a 3-inch diameter, roughly. Actually, that'd make that 6-inch. No, it wouldn't. 3-inch diameter. I'm horrible with circles and math.
I mean, you could call it 6 inches.
This is gonna.
Look, if it makes you feel better.
It's like somebody spilled a glass of water, but on the roof, kind of idea.
I gotta just like do this real quick for me. So like, radius is half and diameter's all the way, right? Yeah. 6 inch in diameter. So roughly about that at its longest peaks. It does seem like something has seeped through a little.
Yeah,
Maybe something's leaking from above.
Wait, is it on the floor or on the roof?
On the roof.
It's water. Yeah, it's just like somebody spilled a glass of water on the roof. Kind of idea. Like in size and splash.
Let's say water damage.
Yeah.
Alright then.
I could go downstairs and take a photo for you.
I'll just take a note of it and make sure to check upstairs if there's any water leaking.
So you enter into the kitchenette area. Kitchenette, this is a full-ass kitchen, Matthew. The first thing that hits you really is this muted, dampened smell of burning. There has been fire in here recently. And not a log fire either.
Before we step into the next room, could I figure out where the smell of paint thinner comes from? In the dining table, kinda.
Roll perception check.
Perception. Fuck.
The room just permeates thinner. The room is anorexic. It must be thinner.
And if I may ask, so this room has recently been on fire, or something has been on fire recently. Is there any like sign of scorching or anything that's obviously been burnt?
There's no sign of scorching, no, but there is an oven.
Ah. Should I check if there's anything in the oven?
What's that?
First of all, where is the oven, and can I take a look?
This is where the darkness bit comes in. The oven is technically directly in front of you.
Ah, I can't see shit.
Yeah, no, don't worry. As Quinn will tell you, I started making this map at 2 AM and finished at 5 AM. I got inspired.
This group is gonna just end up being a relentless cycle of, may I add? Right. It's just what this is gonna be for like the rest of the campaign. If I may add.
If I may add, does it taste like paint thinner?
Yes,
So is there anything in the oven?
As you open the oven, find a baby. No, I'm joking. That one quest from The Witcher 3.
Free snack.
You find in the oven an awful lot of burnt parchment. These ovens usually have a wood burner part underneath, but this has been burnt in the main compartment where one would cook breads and meats.
Do any of the letters seem even remotely intact? Is there anything I can glean from them just by looking without, disturbing them? Or are they completely...
There are like little bits here and there still left on them on some of these letters, but to say they make any semblance of sense is there's like random letters here and there from them, like an E and an R in some places, and a fanciest looking X in other places. They are very small.
Wait, a fancy
letters.
X, you say?
Fancy X.
They are small letters, however, so you get the feeling that they're maybe hand-delivered person to person or left coyly in certain places. This isn't like, fuck me, I'm five months in arrears with the rent, guess I just didn't see this letter and burn it. I will say, compounding with this, you are close enough to see that in the sink there is also a set of scissors and a lot of hair.
Would I...
Out of curiosity, what color hair?
Quinn, out of curiosity, what colour hair?
For Krissa?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think about what color her hair is. Maybe she's a blonde.
Blonde.
Could I check if the fancy X on the letter correlates to the X on the note we found.
It does.
Ooh.
Perchance this could be more love notes.
I'm sorry,
Can we
did you
skip
just
the
say
dungeon?
perchance?
Perchance.
Perchance.
Can we skip the entire dungeon crawl part of this campaign and just switch it to like a murder mystery? I think we'd have a entire investigation noir movie.
Oh,
Probably a
that-
D&D system
that
for that.
is what our character is directly ripped out of. So like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm literally Watson.
Where do you think
have
the
Sherlock
references
Holmes.
came from, buddy? Where do you think they came from?
Sherlock Holmes, Watson, and Eric, Phantom of the Opera.
I was like half as I was explaining stuff, I was half expecting a text telling me to stop ripping off BBC.
I mean, I did note that whoever was drinking has a very scratchy charger point.
I mean, hey man, if Fox was here, I don't think he'd like BBC very much.
Oh, I've got a short for you to hear later.
Oh god.
Alright,
Wait,
so-
do I know which one it is? Which short?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can I do like a quick like sweep of the room, like just walking around looking for anything else? No, wait. That's
Yeah, as you grab a brush and start sweeping this place up, it does need a bit of a sweep. Knew you'd make a great housewife, Pepsi, just, wrong place for it. For the most part, you're looking around food stuff, because, you see what you see in regards to this map. Checkered floor, stereotypical kitchen shit. A cooker on the western wall, on the northern wall, a countertop on the eastern wall, in the western wall. Western wall has a cooker and a countertop. On the eastern wall, some shelves with some pots. As you go to the northern wall here, you can see there are an awful lot of vegetables, a baguette and some cheese. The cheese has moulded. It does kind of look like it was initially mouldy beforehand, but some people. The bread, however, people who eat mouldy bread usually end up dead. So, that's probably not supposed to be mouldy.
Actually, wait.
I was gonna ask, like, how is the bread and the fruit looking?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Fruit is very easy to age to like the day, like how many days it was left out. Like if you leave out,
that might give us a timeline.
yeah, if you leave out fruit for like a week, it is very clearly a lot drier. So is it like freshish, or is it like, hey, this has been here for a week or two, and like
The apples are leathery and squidgy. And the
Gross.
onion is starting to blacken.
just
Nasty.
a week or two?
Less than a week, given the heat of this climate.
Less than a week.
On the
I'm
other
gonna take a
side,
look at it.
the other side, you did see, bags of flour and pots. For the most part, just store cupboard staples, if you will. Flour. That's got a shelf life of infinity. Tallows and lards and rice and pulses. Stuff that'll outlast even the cockroaches.
Do I see any like insects, cockroaches, rats?
No, very, very clean house in that regard there, barring, barring the obvious right now.
Yeah. Mold and a stumble.
I'm gonna try the next room.
Yeah. You arrive back in the living room.
Oh,
I say we take a peek upstairs, see if we can figure out the wet spot, where it comes from.
Yeah, I'm sure who else invested in the wet spot.
The teleporter on the stairs is here. As soon as you get to it, you'll be asked if you wish to teleport.
Because
After your
consent
British,
is important.
you never know what's in front of you.
Oh my god, is that a dead body?
It doesn't even freeze me up. It's fucking great. You arrive upstairs. It's dark, very dark. The nice wooden floors of these stairs creak as you head on up. You see three doors.
There's no window here, right?
Nar.
Then I strike up a torch.
Want me to light a torch? Nope.
Already ahead of you.
Already ahead of me. Jinx.
Jinx.
Light the fucking house on fire, it starts burning down, all the evidence is gone.
We just come back to Zorro, whatever, however you say your name, and just say, yeah, it burned down.
Oh.
Can we have our money?
I mean,
Brutus, after you. Let's take it clockwise. Easy to keep track of where we've been and where we're going.
You mean sundial-wise?
Just in case, as I walk towards this door, do I hear anything on the other side? Since
Nothing.
nothing, not a peep.
Not a dang.
Also, I just noticed people group together when you're near them.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's fucking great.
Also, I just want to say I really like the party token. Oh my god.
it made me realize how small Amber and Brutus's horns are, and Hurel's just got these comedically large, spiral horns.
like
He's
you're
the
in-
natural-
I mean,
You look like the guy from Pan's Labyrinth.
They could just be like extensions, you know. You could have short horns. You just put these ones.
Are
on
you
for show.
compensating for something?
You could say Horo is pretty horny.
No, Bard.
I will find you.
This door seems to be locked.
That doesn't.
Yeah, I gotta fill up my bard stereotype.
Yeah.
You
Bard
go.
in opera house. This guy not only plays an instrument, he plays the violin and sings opera while he does it. Can you imagine
Yay.
falling to your death on the ground and you hear someone breaking out an operetta? I'd fail my safe on purpose.
You,
Get hit with the smallest violin.
Pepsi. This door isn't locked, buddy.
It's locked. I can't open it.
We got that issue. Let me fix it. Arms
I
reach.
just thought it was locked.
No, the arms reach module's been really funny, and it's like, oh, you're not within the. Yeah, maximum doorway interaction should be 5 foot. Try now, son. There you go.
Oh, dark and gloomy, like Zorro.
You enter into this room here. Rather beautifully ornate bathroom. Nice marble floor, thick oak tables, a beautiful marble bathtub. How they got this in here, very clearly they took out that window to the north. A privacy screen, so that way people don't see you pooping when they walk in the door, despite all the mirrors. It smells very perfumey in here, but you can see the bottles of perfume, and they are untouched.
Does there seem to be anything amiss or disturbed in this room, or does it seem pretty I guess, for lack of a better word, spick and span?
It's rather quite clean in here, yeah, for the most part. Nothing seems out of place. I mean, the toilet pan hasn't been emptied.
Ugh. Just in happenstance, is there an underside to the tub, and if so, is there anything under it?
Yeah, it's on clawed feet. Underneath it there is, however, nothing.
I'm trying to make a mental map, and I realized this isn't above the wet spot.
Yeah, the wet spot would be around here.
Well, no, it's
That's where I'm coming over.
All right, let's have a look at the next room. Be careful.
Wait, real quick, does the window seem disturbed? The last one was partially open. Does this one seem partially or fully open?
This one is partially open as well.
Yeah.
The streets are quiet. You look out.
Church are quiet?
Streets are quiet.
As in, it's getting dark, like we've been...
You've been in here maybe 10 minutes.
So there would be there's been a disturbance of some sorts.
Feels like it's a bit too quiet.
Here's what I'll say, Pepsi. Remember I said there was a person bringing in their washing?
Yeah.
That washing's still out.
Yeah. Oh. Like they didn't get to do their laundry. Right. If there's something else to gain. If I'm guesstimating right, the wet stain should be through that door. It's not letting me ping.
You can hold X.
The south door.
Use your fingies.
I'd say we
Oh.
take the. We don't make any rash jumps and we take the other door first.
I mean, we could always split up.
That's a bad idea. Let's stay with the direction of the sun.
Pepsi,
Alright,
it is
alright.
the first fucking session.
And Brutus has a 9 in intelligence and 12 wisdom.
I love how you have a higher wisdom than I do.
Fine, you're the boss. I'm gonna try. Is this locked? No.
You open into a vast, large bedroom. This is where the magic happens, as they would say on MTV scripts.
Oh god,
If
feel
only
like
I
you can
could have a
guesstimate.
bed like this.
I feel like you can guesstimate where the wet spot came from, and I hope I'm not right.
Me too. You know, just on the off chance. Are there any wet stains?
They were really into water sports, what can I say?
Like, jump.
The bed. We'll start with the bed. This beautiful, large, queen-size bed with 2 side tables and lamps.
Don't think about what's been done in it.
It's it's a fucking riot. It is.
Some theaters.
There's been things placed on this bed. You know that way when you've got a pile of clothes and it moves from the chair to the bed and the bed to the chair.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that. Like you know when you go on holiday and you're packing your clothes and like you may have made the bed, but by the time your clothes are packed, that bed doesn't look like it's been made but slept in. It's that level of shit.
Look. You sure they won't?
You
Sorry,
see
go ahead.
a wardrobe on your left as you walk in. Rather large. It's empty and it's open. The coat hangers are broken and snapped in places. Someone has clearly put their hands in and just grabbed things, which we've all done from time to time, let's be honest. The dresser, there are handles that seem to be torn off, as if someone has pulled this quite heavily. Some of it is still open in little places. Things hang out of the side. On the front of it, however, you do see a backpack. This backpack, nice leather, brown, quite sturdy looking. Seems odd that it's there. You also see on top of it there, in front of the mirror, you see a sleeping bag.
Could I investigate the backpack?
Take a look inside the backpack.
Could I do it?
Here's
Okay.
an idea. You both had the same. You can pick on it, or you can both roll me a dexterity check and see who gets to it first.
Nah, Brutus. If the boss is obviously interested, I'll just look at the sleeping bag or thing.
Yeah. As I walk past the wardrobe with the coat hanger, it's just like, well, it doesn't look like they're pregnant.
Fuck's sake.
That's so
I don't get it, boss. Was that supposed to be some sort of quip?
Well, when a woman gets pregnant and they don't have a cleric within reach, sometimes the coat hangers have to do.
Are you implying that clerics perform abortions?
5th level divination, fetus deletus.
It's finger of death, don't you know?
Power word kill.
Greater restoration.
God, this is not making it in the video.
Power word abortion.
Okay. Settle yourself. Okay, can I take a look to see if there's anything like under the bed or in the sheet?
Wait, I have one more. I cast Rovey Weight.
Pardon me. So, under the bed, you look under the bed there is a can. Or rather, let's say large can. Like a 5-liter tub of paint type can?
Oh, does it smell like paint?
Thinner.
Jesus Christ, Amber.
Right in there.
Paint thinner. Oh, I think we found the culprit of the thinning.
How are you?
gonna
Look
put
at the
that-
bag. What do you do with it?
I want to investigate it.
Roll an investigation check. This here is a bag, made of leather, and it is brown. Very well constructed. It is designer. You see on the little bag, the little brooch, the letters GOOCHEE.
Hochi. No, wait. Huh?
Gucci. Gucci.
Gucci. Gucci gay.
You feel this is some Karaturan ripoff.
Yeah, what's inside of it?
As you open it up, you find a bedroll, 2 flasks of oil, 10 days worth of rations, rope, a tinderbox, 10 torches, and a water skin. You find an explorer's pack.
Oh, Brutus, I'll show you with you. It has everything you need to go exploring.
Oh, but I thought we're not supposed to take anything.
Well, it's designer. It looks good on me, you know? Fits my style,
I
right?
don't say nothing if you don't say nothing.
I might give you a candelabra for the effort.
Huh. Alright. Let's see. What's this? Is that a window?
That is a window.
Hard to tell. Okay.
So you look outside
Oh,
the window. I was going to see how this correlates to. Yeah. Look out the window. You see the way that you came. For the most part, the people walking around there, lumbering, meandering. It is still quite early, and it's still quite early this night. You know, I would say it's maybe about. Despite what this number says down here, let's just quickly push it over to. It's it's like. No, you will stop. You'll do what I say. It's like. Go back an hour. There we go. It's like 5:31 in the evening. On the side piece, however, you do see a cloak, a rather fancy, beautiful, ornate cloak. As it goes down, you see purple with embroidered gold emblazonings on the corners. It seems to be like little diamonds of gold. It goes up, comes in 3 times with 3 separate layers of purple and white and gold with what seems to be feathers, or pauldroned shoulders of white that seem to stick out with feathers. They're an almost eagle-like white cap.
Hey, Quinn. How do you say your character's name again?
Who Orel?
Whore.
Fuck off.
I'm just gonna call you Oral.
Orel? It's quite literally just saying
Oral.
backwards. Orel.
It seems like something that Hoorah would wear.
Well, could I figure out does it look expensive? Like something the council folk would wear, or whatever leadership this city has.
Give me
Make them a study.
intelligence.
While you look at that,
History?
I'm gonna look at you.
Just intelligence in general, please.
I wouldn't fucking know.
Looks expensive.
Lived here your entire life.
Looks expensive.
No, I haven't.
Doesn't have any like
Isn't that Gucci?
embroideries or logos or stuff on it. Just looks very, very expensive.
Oh, is that a paper I see?
There's a lot of paper in this room.
I was like, why can't I see? Maybe if I move my token.
As you enter into this room here, a private study. I'll be honest, it should have been locked. That's on me.
Oh,
Don't worry.
sorry.
As you enter into this room, this is very much a study.
Brutus broke the lock. There we go.
This is very much a study, and things have been input. There are books and all manner of histories, locations, geography. There are scrolls of maps around places. There are letters. You see rather thick ledgers sitting there, leather bound. Very ornate, very beautiful, with little gems encrusted in it.
Can I take a look at the maps, see if they're marked, like any locations are marked?
Maps of Faerun, Karatur, and the Trackless Sea seem to be there. You see naval positioning maps. You see a full map of the Chultan Peninsula. You see maps of the spine of the world in topographical form. For the most part, these seem to be almost like trade maps, I suppose would be the best look for it. It seems to also have timings on it for what seems to be boats getting to and from there. As you look around, there's an awful lot of logistical stuff in here now that it comes to it. And a few books regarding trade prices of things at wholesale value.
Could I look at the big book?
The big book's where
Do
it
it
gets
carefully.
fun.
And I was just gonna
trigger any traps.
Just one last thing with the maps. Nothing seems to be like particularly circled or labeled. Like
there is on the Faeronian map dotted line that shouldn't be there, very clearly made separately.
Where does it lead to?
It goes from the city that you're in. Now, I had written the name of this city down. I have, however, forgotten it since then. That's on me. What I will say for certain is you're in the capital city of So on the Faerun map, it's down in and then just very tucked right in there by the sea to the left. You can find it on the Forgotten Realms wiki, but I'll say it right now, I have already forgotten its name.
Hey, boss, I'm gonna keep a hold of this map. It has a extra marking where there shouldn't be. Might prove relevant.
Good thinking. Looks like you're just... Yeah. Good thinking. Looks like you're more than just a muscle. Keep surprising me.
The dotted line goes from Atcathla to Baldur's Gate. And it has the rough time it would take one to get there by horse, by griffin, and by boat. And you see that the time by boat has been underlined 3 times. It is also the quickest time.
Seems our runaway might have taken a boat all the way to Baldur's.
Baldur's Gate.
Just when you thought you got out.
How do you spell the city name?
The city you're in?
No, Atcathla.
That's the city you're in.
Oh.
A-T-H...
Oh.
K-A-T-L-A.
Oh, yeah, right. Aren't we in
Which is in Athkatla is the capital city of
Oh!
Am's a region, Ruby. Like Europe.
Yeah, no, well, more like whatever. What's in the book?
The book is locked. Little padlock on it. One of those ones.
Just slowly brandishing his club.
Can I look for a key anywhere in like the dresser or like that? What's the thing? Like if I can find a key.
All of the drawers to this table also have a little lock on them.
You guys are my favorite true crime podcast.
Alright, I'll get the club out.
Careful, careful, careful.
What?
Didn't leave my fucking thieves tools.
Wait, did you forget your thieves? Did you forget your pickers?
I forgot my thieves tools again. Yes, you're right. You know how I am.
Man, even I remember to bring all my equipment.
Well, you don't happen to have thieves tools with you?
No, but I do have a heavy crossbow on the back.
I don't think I can pick up and locks with that, but I like.
Maybe you could do it. Maybe, yeah, I could lend you an arrow.
I doubt it. Fucking do your thing.
So, do the locks seem to be like the, the stereotypical lock?
It's like one of those little clasp locks with like a little keyhole.
The keyhole.
Yeah, it's very much a clasp, however. Like, if you imagine my phone case, you know how it just flips open like that? Imagine this little bit here had a padlock on the end. You know, very thin metal on the clasp.
Can I try to break off the lock
Yep.
with the club?
Yeah, just roll an attack.
All right. Watch me
You
miss.
meant to attack the fucking book. I will never let you live.
Do I have advantage because it's standing still?
Arguably, I should be giving you disadvantage. You're trying to hit such a small target. But that's not how this game works.
Anyways,
Don't you want advantage because the book's prone and technically unconscious?
I'm doing the drawer.
Oh, okay.
What you doing, the drawer?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to risk damaging the book. The drawers, I'm less likely to damage what's in the drawers than the drawers themselves.
You're not wrong, and I hate it. I mean, you're the one swinging, so go for it, I guess.
You smash
Well, the drawers were said to be locked.
a drawer in, and you give it a hefty smash. And as you do, you watch it caves in, but not enough. The wood
God damn it.
splinters.
Try hitting it slightly harder.
Can I have one more chance after the taunting? Brutus has pride on the line.
I'll give you 2, like, with ease.
Alright. One more chance.
As you whack it this time, and it does go in.
Let me show you.
You're like, as the drawer's front goes in, and as you're able to start picking away at the wood. There's 3 drawers. Which one did you hit?
I'm with the way I'm thinking of the swing going, I probably went for the middle.
Cool. Didn't mean to give you the finger. As you smash it in the middle. So I went like that when I should have went like that. Like that. I don't fucking know. That. No, actually, that would have been worse. That's exactly what I'd done. God. You smash open the middle one and you start peeling away the wood and you take a little look in. You see another ledger. This one is kind of more like accounting's paper. I don't know if you've ever seen like a kind of accounting paper, if you will. But it's like that, but not so much to do with costs and such, more to do with an inventory stock of things coming in and out. You see on it as well a seal, and I do not have a picture of this seal. However, you can tell that this is the seal of the Vamas family from Baldur's Gate.
The Vamas family. Right. And then, has there been any recent additions to this little accounting book? Anything that might be out of place or just new?
There's an awful lot of like wines and such that seem to be going from places like Chult, Baldur's Gate.
I think who what's Dame was an alcoholic.
Like all manner of like wines being traded around and them coming into and the prices for it. You also see the initials written as well. I was going to put it into chat as well.
Actually, I just realized, how much information did Hurel give us?
You see the letters C-O-M-E. The O is in lowercase. X1, 1PP, TE.
Huh. I have no idea what this means.
Vamos from Baldur's Gate, not to be confused with the other V starting Baldur's Gate family that we murdered last campaign.
Could I roll something to figure out what it means?
That would be flat intelligence, please.
Flat intelligence.
Can I make the attempt to understand what it means?
You can go for it as well. It's fucking hilarious if you get it. Wow. You do not get it.
Means, boss. God, this reminds me of math. Ugh.
So,
I failed that, you know.
Here's what you do get. Okay. Amber, you're smart enough to know that the way that Oh, sorry, that's COMF, I said, sorry. You know the way that COMF is written. You know that that's an acronym for something. It's clearly too big to fit in the line, so it's been made an acronym. Brutus, 1 PP? Yeah. Yeah, all boys are born with 1 PP, aren't they?
Mhm.
Well,
You've got 1 PP, don't you? Smart boy.
Don't Quantis and Dragonborns have 2?
I don't know.
That's the kid knows.
It's not the anatomy that I look into. I don't spend my time looking at you antique cocks.
Rats.
But yeah, you can also see that in the margin brackets that this has been brought home.
Alright, then want me to try to bash in that book?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I completely destroy it.
Can I, before they do, can I check if it's like trapped in of any kind?
Yeah. Roll investigate. We've done an awful lot of intelligence and wisdom-based checks today, ladies and gentlemen.
Why?
It's a book.
Smartest cop in the world doesn't go, hey, maybe I'll just take this for evidence and then unlock it when I have my tools in the morning.
But Brutus wants solution now.
Yeah, like to
I
carry
want
out a
the
big
instant
book is a bad
dopamine.
idea.
Fuck.
I
Yeah,
want my money!
I want my money. It could point us in like where we need to look within this house, you know. Why is it
Looks
called
bit-
Lover's Home? Anyway,
The home of the lover.
there's a homo lover.
This is a very reusable map. I'm just gonna say that.
Right.
Mhm.
I guess we can save the book for when we're back at base.
Do I find any traps? No.
No, it seems like a normal book and a normal ledger behind this. It's just a study. The book, the lock seems just like a measure to inconvenience, I suppose is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I suppose we can take it with us. It's not like we haven't already committed breaking and entering and robbery. Yeah,
Hey, it's not robbery, it's getting evidence for an investigation. And if something's gone missing, well, that's just a booking error.
Average house MD plot. It's not lawful. It's medical malpractice.
Booking errors.
I've been watching House recently, actually.
Looking
Now
More
at
then,
mouse bites.
Can I try to bash in another drawer to get it open?
Yeah.
looking at the map you took with you. It does seem like they won't be home for a while, so they won't miss it.
And any damages we can blame on local riffraff.
I will say as you smash open another one, relative ease this time, as it busts in, you find
Remember, guys,
letters. These ones are important letters. All of them have a wax seal or a stamp of some sort. You see one.
Is it the same seal we saw earlier?
Yes and no. There are numerous different seals. Quite an awful lot of them from different families all over. You see some that are Baldur's Gate patriarchs. You see some that are nobility of you see some from all the way up in certain towns, up in the 10 towns area and such, and even some that seem to come from prisons. You do see one, however, that does have the Vamus family seal. It says that Chrissa, I've sent forth the chartered ship. Once you're on, you'll assume the role of a deckhand. Once in Baldur's Gate, we will ship you somewhere safer to train and start a new life. The boat shall be in in your region, which name I have already forgotten. In Athkatla. And if you read the date, and that date was 4 days ago. What you know, right now, based on the map, based on this letter, Krissa is currently in Baldur's Gate.
What was the travel time on boat?
Hmm?
What was the travel time on boat?
I think it was 3 days.
This?
I don't have the map open, but you know,
I cannot keep fucking going back to Baldur's Gate.
I'm back in the fucking building again!
Gonna make the same difference! Same fucking brain zone. I'm back in a fucking building!
let me run some. It's so weird seeing this map out of this campaign, I'll tell you that much for certain. I need to see, is the cloud peaks even remotely there? It's not. How far down is there's Candle Peak. Oh, there's the cloud peaks there, so there's Attica. Yep, it's now just fucking Greece. I'm just gonna for the viewer at home, I suppose. We go here, we go. Control D.
You know, I know we got most of the information you need, but like, there's still one more drawer we haven't checked.
I mean, while you're at it, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Fuck.
By boat, by galley, it is a 5-day journey. So, I say, you know, they're not in Baldur's Gate quite yet, but like
They're arriving tomorrow at dawn, kinda.
yeah, like they're between the Cloakwood, they're around about the Cloakwood area, you know. So yeah, they're in Baldur's Gate as far as you're concerned. I will say though, you smashing in that third one? Yeah, there's an 11 for 4. We'll say eventually, after 5 minutes or so, you smash in the top one. As you smash in the top one, it's just things such as the deed to the house and such, very much lawyer stuff. Not much to it really.
Aw, it's just boring legalese. I was hoping for something funny. Or money.
You do find a lawsuit against a condiment, however, which is really odd. Like, who would sue Mustard?
Mustard!
It was Mr. Mustard in the bedroom with the candlestick.
Mustard!
This... Not what I was
Who sues a mustard condiment? Whatever.
The book. You pick up the book, you take the book.
I take the book with me, yes.
Cool.
We do still have one more room to look at.
You do, make a dex save.
Huh?
Motherfucker.
You pick up the book, you watch. You hear the tick. You watch as the pages start to burn into a liquid, thick and black. The book heats in your hand and smells. You watch as the metal clasp burns and melts.
I drop it.
You drop it and it hits the ground. And after a moment or two, it stops smouldering. It still has most of its thickness to it, but there are parts of it that are burnt up. It's also technically open.
Oh!
Like the lock is melted away. As you can see now, as you've done this, the small little glyph on the table that seems to vanish.
Motherfucker. I didn't check hard enough. Me when I roll a 2 on like half my checks. Oh, my last ones have been a 2, a 3, and a 2. That's rough.
You good there?
Yeah, I think the book had a little warning or a glyph on it that protected it from being taken, but it looks like it's fine now. So we might have lost some information. But does it look like parts of it are still legible,
Do you
or is
open
it
it?
just like? Well, it's like from like on the ground the way it's laying right now, like dropped. Does it look like all the papers are melted together, or is it like there's like the edges are burnt kind of thing?
Edges are burnt in places. Like, for lack of better terminology, it was like an acid
Yeah.
burnt through, not like an actual fire, an acid. So, to get a full extent of what's going on, you would have to open and flick, shall we say.
Yeah, but like I want to very carefully, like, open it, but then be ready to pull back if it starts reacting again. If it's sensitive to my touch, or if it's
You want to poke
that
the
it-
dead body with a stick, is what I'm getting here.
yeah.
Do you have a stick to poke the dead body with?
No, I want to poke it with my hands.
Oh, aren't we brave?
Yeah, with my finger.
Lean down and, you know, that thing, like, you're trying to be as far away back as possible and left with as little of yourself as possible as you, and like get the cover over. It's fine, nothing's happened yet. And the book is cooling. There are some pages that are there. Some parts intact, some parts not. It seems that maybe the spell or the glyph, whatever happened here, didn't get a chance to fully set.
I'll try to pick up the book again.
You do. Most of the pages are clumped together, but they're clumped in huge chunks. Would require a bit of prying and peeling carefully to get all the individual pages, but there are a few chunks that can be moved to other sections. At the front here, you do see like a map of the region, or what's left of a map of the region, I suppose.
Can I quickly skim like the pages that I can easily see, like see what it's about? Like
We'll see. We'll see.
if
You
there's
get,
anything about.
get a feeling as you're going through it. Getting what you see and seeing what you see. This is a diary. This is a personal diary.
I'll put it in my bag to examine it more closely at home base.
Yep.
Kind of idea. With my tools and everything available.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like it's a personal diary of some sort. I think this can give us a bit of insight if I haven't accidentally burdened a bit too much. I did check for any traps, but I guess I just missed it. You know, the arcane traps can be a bit harder to spot. I don't know why I just turned into Blanc.
You're doing great with your words, Ruby, don't worry.
Yeah. I take the bag on the way out, and we'll check the last room. But I do think we have most of what we need.
Once as you're looking around, you know, most part everything else is fine. So that ordained thing in the corner, everything else here doesn't look like there's anything. Doesn't look like there's anything out of place here in terms of, you know, barring the stuff that's missing, but like nothing's destroyed in this room, I suppose is the terminology I'd be looking for here.
Yeah. Can I, Brutus, are you taking the explorer's pack with you?
Well, I thought you wanted it.
Yeah, but can you carry it? You know, you're the muscle. We can
You know,
use
I'm
it.
not luggage. I'm a fighter.
Well,
As he
yeah,
picks
but
up the bag.
you see, I try to lift it and I struggle to get it off the ground. I don't really have the muscle that you possess to carry around.
I'm carrying it.
Thank you. Alright, next door. Last one, hopefully.
Ugh. Well, wants to bet it's locked.
It is
it's not.
unlocked.
Oh my god, it's empty, buddy!
As you open the door once more, you're hit with the pungent smell of paint thinner. You now see why an awful lot of places part of this house smells like paint thinner. This is an artist's study room. Very clearly
great, he's a nerd.
Very clearly a hobby painting. As you take a look around, there is numerous easels. Let's say easels. Easels are the thing. Canvases that would go on an easel is the words I'm looking for. You can see dried paint on a little stool. You can see a little paint pot filled with paint thinner. On one table to the west, you can see all the different pigments, the tools to mix them, and the liquids and oils that would be required to help create different colours. And a little colour wheel to help with colour theory. On the back, you can see a painted portrait. You're seeing just a little bit too much of your friend. Like, you did not need to see what you're seeing, but you saw it now.
Well, I think I need paint thinner for my eyes.
Guys, is anyone interested? Pearl's hair.
Amber takes a good close look, takes it in for, note keeping, making sure they
Here's what I'll say with absolute certainty. Very clear why the women flock.
Oh, damn!
Does it seem warm in this room? Like, is this a heated space?
Right.
Or should I be even more worried?
You see a similar...
Right, this seems like your area of expertise. I'm gonna wait downstairs.
Gotcha, don't worry.
I'll give you a sec on that one there, Bruce. As you see once more that beautiful type dress that you saw in the other room. Similar but different colours. You can see, even though it's purple on here, alright, it's red. Just, I figured putting something with a red hood on there and then a white jacket is going to get me in an awful lot of trouble. So, put a purple hood on there. That way they run the organisation instead. Learned that one between map making. Anyway. This one has an emblem on it, however. But it's just a blank diamond? And it does look like something could go in there. You can also see, sitting on the table next to it, a requisitions type order. And a little tag that says COMF TE X1 1PP, and then just a tick mark next to it.
Wait. COMFDE 1PP?
TE.
Because the
1PP. What I will say is, with the other paper that you got with similar stuff on it,
it was in a different order.
there's a yeah, but I'm trying to tell you it's the same thing, Ruby. I typed it out.
Okay.
I made it up on the spot.
Oh yeah, I'm
Shattered
just
the
making
veil.
sure. Sorry, I didn't realize you were stupid.
As you also see on the larger page, there are other items following that exact same pattern, is what we would say. There is, example, Cabernet Sauvignon, X50, 300 pp, 30%,
Oh.
390 pp.
So that's like the PP is the price. Well, can you write down what's like on the other items?
So here, I'm just gonna use because I cannot spell Cabernet Sauvignon to save my fucking life.
You can make it alcohol. It's more that like I can read the code. leave it 30%. Go up some, you know. So PP, probably the price. Common math. Cloak of many functions.
You've left this house, and the only thing that has been confirmed to you by evidence is that Huarel is hung.
Listen, it's an artistic interpretation, okay?
Well, things are exaggerated in art and film.
Yeah, Amber will just take a quick sketch of
Sorry.
the drawings being made.
Here's like the differential so you can see.
Yeah, just don't want to see all that. That's your room to investigate.
She jots it down. She's like, I will investigate this later to confirm.
You can work. I'll give you can break it down yourself, or you can give an intelligence check 15, and I'll give it to you.
Okay, so
You know that X and a number is clearly a quantity.
yeah, so it's quantity, price. 30% is, I would say, the resale. Because 30% of 300 PP is 390. But I'm trying to figure out what the TE means and the.
What I will say is after the TE, it says 1 PP again.
1 PP.
Yeah, that's on me.
Oh,
The amount of this,
rolling
the amount of this plot hook that I have just made up is unreal. There we go.
Yeah, no, I got it. I feel like it's shorthand for something, but I couldn't figure out what. What about pennies? Asking it. Yeah. There was something about like a gem. I wasn't.
It's like a diamond pattern. There's like a bit that's stitched into it that's a diamond, but it's the same color fabric. It just stands out like there should be something in that diamond.
Like there should be a symbol of some sort.
Yeah, like a emblem type.
Yeah. Like that's where you put the crest or whatever.
Yeah.
If it was.
And the painting of your friend, you can also see it as in there. And it does have something emblazoned upon it.
What is emblazoned upon it?
There's just something. Kind of hard to tell. It's been used to not so subtly cover certain things. You're just covering the wrong things. This is like boudoir burlesque done wrong.
Yeah. What's the color of the emblem? Because then it's easier to.
It's red.
Just red. So just red emblem. Red emblem. I would spend like a few minutes familiarizing myself with like the art style.
Here's what I will say is this is going on.
So I'm better at recognizing it.
This is going on. As you come in and you're taking it all in. You've got all this mental math going on as you're seeing stuff happening. It's like, oh, there's slip, there's sheet, there's penis, there's art, there's penis, there's art, there's paint thinner, there's, again, penis. It's just like, I'm out of here. So at that point, you hear 4 distinct cracks, followed by 4 smashes. You then hear something shouting on the outside, and I now need to play the game of who sees what. Brutus, what you see right now, in terms of where you are, you watch as the bedroom gets brighter.
Oh,
And
shit.
Something's burning.
Oh God.
Alright, boss, out the window.
As this is happening across town, elsewhere, in a theatre hall.
Oh my god, I can finally roleplay, guys.
Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There's now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. So there's a go live time. This is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday it will be 5 PM PST, 7 PM CST and 8 PM EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 AM GMT, 2 AM CEST and 9 AM Hong Kong Standard Time because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between. Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game. Elsewhere across town, in the middle of a practice, there are all manners of people walking around. So you can hear the queue building up. And as everything comes to its crescendo conclusion and all that jazz, you see the man known as Cornelius, standing in the middle of the row, up some 30 foot, 2 sets of pews on the side. On the left hand side there's another small ducat for a single chair and no more. The stage some 5 foot high. As he stands up at the back, maybe you tone it down a little. This is the opening night after all, and we've yet to break in the understudy. He watches as this youngish girl walks across, her bright eyes and curled black hair in a pink dress. This girl is maybe about 15. She walks on by with a forced smile on her face. She's trying to look happy, but this is just a facade. You know there is pain behind that smile. As Cornelius looks at you. Should we be expecting your friends at all?
Well, if they do their jobs correctly, then we shouldn't have any problems there. Things will return to order.
God, I hate it when the small one points out the mechanisms we use. Destroys the magic. If only we could use magic. See, walks on down,
Well,
you poof, 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 his feet. He's hide heel boots, probably about maybe 2 or so inches on them as he walks, but just enough to echo as he darts on down before he spins round and looks up. Are the hoists to your liking?
I mean, I'm no puppeteer, I'm an actor, but I find no issue in a little bit of spontaneity.
Good. As he spins round once more, as everybody comes to a sheer stop and looks. Make a perception check for me, please.
Yay! Guys, I've been here for almost 3 hours. This is my first check.
It's 2 hours, actually.
Same thing.
13. As he turns and looks. Tonight is the grand opening. For what seems like an eternity, but we've only been here practicing this for a week. But tonight we will feast on smiles and laughs, cheers and jeers. And then we will feast once more. A great dinner banquet for a successful night. So at that very moment, you just hear wood shatter. This loud crash and bang. What you didn't hear was the sound of rope constantly unfurling. As when the moment that your Cornelius gave hers, a man in the upper rafters hoisting a rather large box instinctively let go of a rope. You hear the crash and bang. You watch as he looks up. That better have been empty. I think so. As you watch with a record-breaking speed, as he climbs the stairs into the upper rafters up the ladder, kind of looks round, and you watch as he starts with his head following the line of cables through the pulley systems. Someone check backstage. You watch as 2 girls, twins, to nod their head and go backstage. He holds the metal railing and leans down. Say, big night tonight. As he's about to say the words tonight, you hear a chorus of screams. As you watch as he turns, and once more with that record speed, you see the almost pantomime-like backing that was used as a set drop. You watch as he takes the rope and just starts hoisting it up as you watch as the set hoists up into nothing but the back rafters and what is essentially the dressing room, sitting in the middle of the dressing room, or rather lying in the middle of the dressing room. Beset north and south, there are 2 twins. Girls in equal dressing. Lying, impaled in shards of wood and box. A 15-year-old girl who had a pained smile behind her eyes. He watches. Everybody scurries, starts looking round, and this older, wan man, Karatur Wa, it's kind of hard to tell. You've been all over, he's been all over. He comes up rubbing some dust in his hand and some dirt, pulls out one of the many diamonds that you have. Not set diamonds either, but real. You watch as he places this down and starts murmuring the words, and you watch as the diamond disintegrates. The body still remains. A child does not get up. After that time of people holding their breath, and that sigh of relief, you hear Cornelius once more. It looks like we've got to her in time after all. See, ponders and looks. And he jumps down. And as he jumps, you watch as his hands move and he levitates down. You watch as everybody gasps. He goes into his pocket and pulls out a rather sharp-looking dagger. You know what they say about snitches. He looks down at the girl. Looks at the Karaturan man. This turns to you, Earl. This worked last time, correct?
It should have.
Again. Watches the man once more with his hands and places it down. He watches the magic unfolds. The diamond vanishes. The girl remains. No. He watches. His lip trembles and his eyes twitch. He grabs the box of diamonds. You watch. It's for a solid 5 minutes. This one man casts as much as he can to revive the girl.
Can I attempt to, like, walk up and stop him? Like, grab him?
The one?
The one casting it, yeah.
Yeah. He's trying, and you watch as he's draining as you walk up and place a hand to him, and he looks at you. No, not why. This not work.
You cut out, sorry, what?
I know not why this does not work.
Call me a cynic, and I'm no master of magic, but I don't think throwing your all into something clearly not working is going to do anything for you. We'd rather keep our supplies well kept and not devoured for some... He, like, flicks his gaze down to the girl. Lost cause.
You say this, and you don't hear the approach. You don't hear much, barring in your mind. The child was the ward of the interlope. If he finds out what has happened, after what he has done, we had planned. The girl is not of insignificance. Find your friend. She must have something. She may be nosy, she may be a pain, but she has connection. Try her office, try her connection. Find her before he arrives back with him.
I'm hearing this in like my head, right?
Telepathically.
Yeah.
But you see the eyes. They are narrowed and piercing. What he says, the feeling is conveyed by nothing but a look. A look as if you have been stabbed. And he is doing it with malice.
Okay. Can I get like a summary of what just happened? Because I have a general idea, but I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row, and a lot just went on.
Big performance is going to happen. Saw a little girl. She's been there a little while. She's like 15. She's the ward of another person who is they clearly have big plans for. And a very heavy
ward?
box has just crashed on her and killed her, and they cannot revive her.
Oh, great.
Did you question the word ward?
Yeah.
You're like an adoptive child.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's a more stately term.
Okay. So it's like the child equivalent of guardian.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's why I was confused, because I didn't know what that was implying. Okay.
As he gives you the eyes, and you watch as he, with that speed, he very rarely throws through. You watch as he grabs a bag and just throws it across this 50-foot room directly towards yourself. And as you catch it, it almost knocks you off your feet. We'll have to delay tonight's performance indefinitely.
Fine.
Clicks his fingers, and this click seems to go out all over as you watch as the curtain just watch as a young man, very much of southern descent. When I say you are southern, and there is southern again that one can go. There is an area, very long, forgotten campaign setting. This man comes from this region, comes from a city known as Azuz. He's a darker skinned man, not black, but Middle Eastern. You watch as he nods. Thick black hair, dressed in this nice suit. Very much the busser for the night. He makes his way to the door, and you can hear in his thick accent, "Sure, been cancelled." As you hear people screaming, you can hear him trying just to calm them, using this politest and nicest dictation. You can hear the words that he used laced with contempt. Cornelius points to the back door. Go. No.
My new mic is touch sensitive. I'm muting myself. Hilda sort of gives like a nod. You can tell that he has a sort of frustrated and slight irritated look, but he doesn't question him, nor does he attempt to do anything that may seem disrespectful. He simply just dazzlingly irritated. But no, he makes a firm nod, and he handed me a bag, right?
He just threw a bag directly at you and told you to go.
Oh, I thought he like, was this something I was meant to take with me, or was this just like a get out of here kind of movement?
He's giving you a bag. He probably deems it important.
Okay. Who else nods and then takes it and leaves? Is that a further word?
Here's what I'll do. Give me an insight check.
Insight check? Oh goody.
An insight check on the bag been thrown.
Oh goodness!
This was a show of force and power. He's showing you exactly where you lie in the pecking order of things. And it's low. It ain't as low as the girl. You have some respect, but you're still quite low on the ladder.
But Mama, I'm a star.
You head on out into the city, out the back door. You hear the crowd dispersing in the distance. Where would you like to go?
So what exactly is very close by right now?
There's Amber's office, and there's roll me a history check.
Okay.
There's Amber's office. There's a few watering holes that you have frequented. There's Brutus' home, Amber's home, and there's a area just a little off because yous are quite a popular area yourselves, where homeless population congregate. Trying to scrounge coin.
Hurel's social, but he doesn't really leave often, so he's not like the. I don't think he's the most directionally oriented person, so he's probably just gonna go back to Amber's office or something and just wait for her there.
Yep. We'll see. About 5 minutes to get there. You walk through, trying to avoid the large crowds, as you know. Most of the crowds may be coming from your area, and the last thing you want is a game of 20 questions to tell these people, you know, hey, dead child. Give me a stealth check, just to be safe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a public figure.
You know, fake corns off and hood up and looking around, trying to blend in as best you can, giving it your best Assassin's Creed with the scholars, you know, all that jazz. So you make your way through. Eventually you get to Amber's office, this run-down shithole, for lack of better terminology. Maybe a private investigator, but when we're private investigators ever in the best of conditions with their landlords, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Am I right? They're also raging alcoholics. But I digress. As you get there, you can see the area is quiet. There's not a light at all adorned from a window. This little one, I don't even want to say bedroom. One window, a door, one story, no back door. Right in the middle of this sort of run-downish area. You can also see, leaning by the door, this figure. Just lying there, moving ever so slightly.
Was going to like approach this sort of figure and like peer down.
You do. It's not the sight that gets you first, but the smell. The smell of real piss. And unkempt, uncouth, unwashed. See as it rolls over this bugbear figure in one hand, holds a crunched letter in the other, holds a blue bottle as it looks at you.
What?
Very faintly gets out the words amber. It sounds like a question.
Furo does that thing that rich people do when poor people look their way, and he sort of like grimaces and like inches back a little bit. Yes, that's the person I'm looking for.
He watches the body ever so just moves over still little and like oh fuck, props, fuck yeah. And he's kind of like holds it up before it falls from their limp hand. This, by the way, is the Descent into Avernus notes.
Oh, yay. He'll just sort of like grimaces again and like leans down and picks it up between like the tips of his fingers so he doesn't have hand.
You do, he watches it. Huffs from the bottle once more as it falls forward and like grabs your ankle and just holds it just ever so tight and just kind of starts drooling and slightly chewing on your shoe, this bugbear figure.
Yeah, Huro's gonna kick him as hard as he can.
You kick her, you watch as she flies back and just and you watch as the bottle just smashes. As they lie, they're very clearly not dead.
Yeah.
But you're probably just giving them the worst high they've ever had.
Heathens.
Hold in your hand an envelope that says to Amber Devil Tongue. Then has the address. And you see a stamp. You see a few stamps. You see a family crest stamp. You don't know who, but you know it's a family crest stamp. You then see a stamp.
Is it perchance a stamp from Sylvane?
Wow, you've not opened this letter.
Good question.
No, I have it.
So, you don't worry. The next stamp you see on it is furrowed and flared. Can't really give you colours, so it's a stamp, but like curtains. In these curtains, flowing over the top, they seem to be draped over a gate of castle. Little gate bitten in two tall towers. This sits atop a shield, a almost square shield. In the centre, there is a ship, and then lines to indicate water. You know this is the emblem of Baldur's Gate. It seems to be the origin of this letter.
I can assume that this is like something addressed to Amber.
You can assume it's something addressed to Amber, yes. Do you open
As
it?
much as I... no. world sort of sighs and mutters, as much as I love poking my nose in other people's business, I really need her to care more about me. And he'll sort of look down at this, like, Bugbear, who's probably still laying there, right?
Yeah, they're saying something about Officer Phoebes. They're very clearly fucking hallucinating at this point.
Yeah.
Is a fucking reference to Phoebe.
Man, it's only took you 2 hours.
Do you at
Oh
least
my
know where she is?
House paid me not to say. Alchemists. Burn devil. You can make a history check.
The only house, the only name word I got out of that was house.
House, devil, alchemist's fire. They paid me not to say. Yeah, that's... You did send Amber to a house tonight to do an investigation. You sent her to take a little look. And tonight may be the night that she's doing that. The house of... the one that may be getting away.
Always making me go back to my places where I've seen my lovers when I don't want to see them. Fine, I guess I have to make a second expedition. I'll sort of... You know that one picture of the ant carrying its, like, bag on a stick? That's who we're right now.
Here we go again.
And he's gonna make his way over to Chris's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know what you said.
What was that, Ruby?
Oh no, I just came up with a comeback, but it's more fun in character.
Come back for what?
For them complaining about not wanting to go back to their lover's place.
Give me a little sec, I gotta now flip some tokens. And do some play. Good thing that I made this map exactly how I did. Else I would be in trouble. Just gotta remember where I put all the fucking windows. There we go.
You see, one window is in Brutus.
Yep. So I'm gonna place down some measured templates before things get out of hand. Although they are gonna get out of hand, let's be honest here. Just gonna double check that one real quick as well. Don't want it to be impossible for you to get out of here, but you know. Yeah, I'm gonna say it says it can be thrown. So Alchemist's Fire, because you know at that point I'm pretty sure you're aware. Alchemist's Fire can be thrown up to 20 foot. So what I will do instead is, because I'll give it a 10-foot square for you to see what's going on. So that way you know the areas that are currently on fire. You know?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, they could have shouted some very horrible stuff. Well, as you make your way through town with all this information to hand, you soon come to the house. As you do, you hear the phrase, "Fuck them up now," as you watch as from the front 2 men stand as they crack a vial and throw it, one through the front window, one through the upper front window. As it does, flames erupt out. You see from the back of the house and the side of the house as well, like an accelerant fire bursts through. The timelines have now converged. I'm going to delete the party token. I'm going to request we roll initiative.
I was just about to say, if you told me to roll for initiative, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Well, that's exactly what I'm
out the window too.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting.
I love how we're all on the same fucking wavelength. I've missed this in the D&D.
I imagine if each of us go out a different window.
Nah.
We all go out a
Like,
different window.
suggesting you as this one.
Oh, I have a better idea. I'll throw you out the window like a javelin.
So, as the fire flows on through, I now make sure, yep, click here, go like that, go like this, go at the well-lit streets. This guy here, so here's where things get real fun when I say these words. This guy has used his action. Watch as he sprints.
Oh.
This guy here. They also all have names, so that way we know who we're talking about. See how one of these is an optimistic bandit and this one's a hungry bandit?
Wait, is one of them a cannibal?
They have
Are they gonna eat
reasons. He has used his action, and these stat blocks have no bonus actions, so they only have movement this turn. Brutus.
Hey, just quick question. Since we, walked around outside, how high up is this,
15 foot.
building? You said 15?
15. Elevated. In fact, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I put video in the. I might have actually. Yeah, I just sent it to Quinn. Fuck, that's on me. Yeah, I only sent it to Quinn. Allow me to quickly.
So what are these purple things?
Alchemist
Those are
fire.
flames. Yeah.
Oh, damn! There goes that window then.
Here's. So let me get you the best case scenarios. I ripped through this video that I made. I cannot play the video because I was also listening to some music at the time, and well, kids, that's how you get copyrighted.
I mean, you're tieflings. You can go to the fire, surely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Radiant.
What? No, it's alchemist fire.
I don't know. I haven't fucked it up before.
So I'm gonna put it into
Fire.
the. I'm gonna put it into the Discord chat now for you, just so you get an idea as to what it's like there. There is a raised platform that the house is built upon. You've got the raised bit, then you've got the first level, then you've got the second level. So you've got the foundation, then the actual house. Think like a house on stilts.
Okay, shit. Boss, the easy window's currently on fire. Do we want to try downstairs or another window in another room?
There is a window in the art room as well.
Oh, shit, never mind, boss. Would I be able to, squeeze past, diagonally, or are they in the way?
I believe whatever the walling lets you do is what I'll say.
Okay. You let me do it!
15.
Alright.
Just where's the voice? I fucking lost it immediately. Well, let's just throw out a rope so we don't have to
10, 15, 20. Is the window locked or open?
It's
Or
locked.
cracked?
It's locked with that crack, if you know what I mean. But like the one underneath it's cracked open, but it's still technically locked in that regard.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna put a fucking window.
Muscle, throw out a rope so I can climb down and don't break my fucking legs. I don't think I can take a jump.
Well, I kind of need the window open first, so I'm gonna break the window. You want me to roll for that?
It's gonna be strength.
Just give you strength
Give me strength.
or athletics? Just strength.
Strength athletics, same shit, different day.
All right. It's just proficiency.
Take it and break the little lock on it as you open up, and the wind kind of comes through once more as you create a sort of wind tunnel, and you watch the fire in the toilet, and you feed the fire.
Oh.
You see outside, there's no one here. That's what I'll say. You can't see anyone out this window.
Do I have enough, like, action to use the rope, or am I out?
Yeah. You just need to ask where you're going to tie it to there, buddy.
I was thinking, hold on 1 second. I was thinking, like, so I have, I need to count how long this rope is. Okay, it's 50 foot? Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
we bog standard.
I'm not used to using rope so much.
That's alright.
Okay, so 50 foot. I'm thinking, there's like a little, like, window ledge right here, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, do a little loop around, knot, and then toss the rest of the rope down. Maybe tie it around the ledge right here.
The
inside.
window ledge.
You know, there's a little ledge right here.
A window ledge is like the length of the window. That's like a
Yeah, I have 50 feet of rope.
What I'm trying to get to you here is that's not going to be very secure.
Well, is it? Looking for anything in this room that is.
It's a round,
Yeah,
here's what I'll say. It's a rounded knob on the door.
Alright, I'm going to have to move back to the door. So that's 15, 20.
Don't worry. We'll expedite it on this one because you've had that idea. You knew what we're doing. You know, tie it to the door.
Oh. Yeah, and then I'm just going to toss the rope down and say, "Alright, boss, go up."
30 foot of rope.
Actually, I'll wait to go down because I don't think I have the movement to go down fully, and Amber probably will, so I don't want to get in the way.
Okay.
So I'll wait. That's my turn. Rope's ready.
But
Oh, right.
watch as the house has been firebombed.
Who just looks at this
Airball.
and then looks down at the people and just groans. This has been a very long day for him. Go there. And then I'm gonna do such a big fan of this one. I'm going to use this on the one. Which one is this one? The one's right in front of me.
He's lonely.
Oh, he's lonely. Well, he's gonna be much lonelier.
Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, he fails. So he takes 9 points of psychic damage and uses reaction to move as far away from you as possible. So he takes 9 psychic and then
Fucks off.
runs 30 foot in that direction. You give him the words and he goes, "Ah!" then runs. Did it not your turn?
It is the most exasperated, dreary violin strike. He puts it on his shoulder and presses his chin, and he's like, ah. Yeah, very clearly tired, and that'll be it.
Okay. The Lonely Bandit. He will look at you and magic's illegal. He will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, he's not got an action, sorry, my bad. So he'll just beep, 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 beep. Amber.
I haven't used any magic, right?
You haven't.
I just oh.
But you hear the phrase magic's illegal. And as you say, Brutus, you see coming down the side the guy screaming magic's illegal. He seems to be like stumbling and stammering.
Wait. Dissonant Whisper has a verbal component. Would I hear this and would I recognize the voice?
No. There's a whole ass fire next to you that would be drowning that out.
Oh, you wouldn't hear the violin.
Fire.
I would make my way to the window and like try to start to rappel down.
Yep.
In a safe manner.
You start rappel. Give me athletics.
Oh
grab it, and as you do, you see that guy there, and you start making your way down. You will reach the bottom at the start of your next turn. The ecstatic guard on the other side of the building. Well,
By the way, when I'm
Yep.
outside, do I see anything? Do I see anything like on the roads, or is it like on
you
the side?
see a bandit by the stairs and a bandit on the corner.
Okay.
The optimistic guard. I was trying to play that game of like, where is everybody in relation to everybody else, you know? Again, I built the map for this, but you know that way how you just
Wait,
forget
guard? I thought they
things.
were bandit.
Got a guard bandit.
Same thing.
I didn't put on the thing to pop out the sheets. This is un momento. POP. This is going to become a thing that I just can't keep forgetting to do in like all the games. There we go. Right, kill, and then bandit. There we go. Pop out button now. Fantastic. So, are you within... Oh, you are just in reach. He comes sprinting towards you with his little crossbow clinky in hand, and as he does, shouts over once more. Get it! Doesn't quite know what he's trying to get at. 21 to hit. Don't know why it came out of the fucking ether, but... 21 to hit does you for 2 as a little plink gets you in the shoulder.
Youch.
The
Yowzers.
But you watch there, Amber's. The guy in the corner starts moving forward, and as he does, he will also get out his light crossbow and towards yourself there again. Roll 7 for 8 will miss as he fires off the little plinky, and it goes wide. Brutus. I'll see you. Are you jumping down this on your turn?
I'm going down the rope.
Yep. So whilst Amber went first in that regard down at you, actually, you know, we'll just say initiative order wise for the safety of it. You land directly in the garden. And then Amber, you also technically directly in the garden. You guys should have been moved over here now.
So are these like actual guards or just random robbers?
Random robbers dressed as guards.
Oh, got it. That didn't take my action to climb down, right?
Nope, I'd say your movement.
Just my movement?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let me just take a look-see here at the trait of a heavy crossbow. 10 feet away if it's large or smaller. Right, noted. I'm gonna shoot the fucker.
We're in the masteries game here, ladies and gentlemen. I opened it right up on the masteries page. Yeah, it's beautiful. As you fire this one off.
10 feet if he's hit.
He doesn't move. As you hit him, and he just fires back. You had 2 hit points left.
Oh. Whoops!
Did anything else you're done?
Oh, I meant to scare the guy, but... Well...
I will see you've got
Alright, I
movement.
used
Sorry.
my movement.
I will see you've got movement, sorry, because it was really dumb to say that, because then it means Ruby does nothing on her turn. So don't worry about the movement thing, just walk
Okay.
off.
It's in character, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't.
Don't worry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Next turn, I'm just gonna nab whatever I can off this dead bandit!
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll move over to Whirl.
So, both the guys next to me seem to be seemingly uninjured, right?
Pretty much.
Great, I love this game.
Have an
I'm
idea.
trying to think of it.
No, that's correct. The fuck. Cool. Don't worry.
I'm gonna attempt to cast this on the one right next to me. To get him off me.
Cautious. Do you take that violin once more and just And he just... Yeah, he failed that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Well,
Do we
yeah.
hear the violin at this point?
At that point there, you would hear that.
I'm gonna move down there.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
Remember.
So we hear the violin going from this direction, right?
Kind of from both. Sadly, they are equidistant and parallel to you.
Yeah.
So,
Coming from both directions, so I would be able to tell that they're like.
But he is laughing, so you would probably hear that.
I'm gonna stick with my muscle. It's probably a better idea. Fuck.
30, don't worry. 30, you jump the wall. Ease.
I don't see anything. You said there was one near the stairs.
Yeah, he's now here.
Oh, he's dead. And the one on
I
the
killed him.
corner?
One on the corner you watched as he moved around the corner.
So he's possibly somewhere this direction. I'm gonna take a precaution and cast Mage Armor on myself and end my turn.
Didn't have mage armor equipped this entire time. This guy here gets to repeat his save. The optimistic guy sees you. And as he does, will drop the plinky and grab the sword and will run at you. As he does, jumps up and takes a wild slash down. Well, that tracks. 22 to hit
Oh god.
for 2. And I need a con save for Tasha's.
Oh my god.
You save. You're good. As you take that cut and down the finery, there's just like a rip as he's standing there looking really happy with himself, and like your day's just got fucking downhill at this point, man.
It's just like trying to rob someone's house and then Chris Pratt comes around the corner and you just fucking stab him to death.
Guy here turns and he just pulls out his little plinker once more. You know, screams at the top of his lungs, "No witnesses!" 7 for 8 says there probably will be witnesses. Brutus.
Whoops. I went way too far. Yeah. Keeps moving me way too far when I... Anyways.
You see one on the ground, pissing himself laughing. You see another one standing there, a little crossbow in his hands.
Let's see. Are they out of my long range? Let me
For a
check.
heavy crossbow?
Yeah, I'm just double checking.
65 foot.
I'm
Jesus.
just...
Is it the one?
You're 100, 400. Trust me. Trust me.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was like lesser than that. My bad.
You're thinking like a hand crossbow or something.
Yeah, I
31.
I keep forgetting heavy crossbows are more than just extra damage. It's extra range. Anyways, they're definitely within 100 feet.
Yeah.
31.
Cast Blicky.
Light is 6320.
Cast Blicky.
13 for 8 will hit, and that pushes him 10 foot.
Yep.
320.
And he takes 8 points of damage. Did anyone else return?
Do I have anything I can do as a bonus action? Check. No. Yep, I'm good. Fuck off!
You fire that one off, you hear... There. Or you hear that... The guy's blown back. You watch as he almost trips over his friend for you. Fuck off! And you're up.
Why me? I don't want to take my eyes off this guy, so I guess, have nothing left to do. I guess I'll cast this. Is this technically? No, I don't think it matters. The one right in front of me.
You look him dead in. Give me your vicious mockery. What is your vicious mockery? 'Cause it's always fun for the creative.
Oh yeah. Your disguises are pathetic. Shall we see if your bandanas are as red as your blood?
No. Fails to save. You watch as like a little solemn tear runs down his eye.
You look like you failed theater.
Then else your turn.
I'm gonna risk it and try to run back more.
You cannot run through enemy, but I think the movement taken round him would still be the same. So
Yeah.
worry not. Well, it does say his next attack. That is a 6 for 4, which misses.
Yay.
Didn't it, else?
No.
Remember.
I'm gonna follow my muscle. See.
Turn the corner, you see a guy standing there, bolt on his shoulder, kind of ripping it out, and the other guy just fucking laughing his ass off.
Do I see the violin player anywhere?
No.
What's the most ominous violin?
I ain't gonna lie, like, if this were a police chase, it would be on America's stupidest police chases. It's fucking great. I missed that show.
This is 30, this is 120, 30. Does the guy on the right look injured?
Yes.
Like, hasn't hit?
He's the one that's ripping a crossbow bolt out of his shoulder.
Fuck, that is 65, isn't it? Yeah. This one, is this one injured?
No. Although he is covered in blood, it just ain't his.
This is just less than ideal. Let me see, he's prone, so that is disadvantage on ranged attack
Yes.
rolls? Okay, then I'm gonna go for the other guy. Yeah, for the injured guy. With a bolt.
You know, I'm not gonna ask you to roll
Yeah.
that again, as it already misses.
Why would it be a disadvantage? It's the guy
I thought you
that's
said
standing.
the prone guy.
No,
Ah.
the standing guy.
Already misses anyway. Just misses.
I have nothing else. God, wizards suck.
Okay. We'll go back to our boy over here. He'll make his wisdom saving throw. That's all he'll do. The optimistic bandit at that point there. He's going to run towards yourself there. And as he does, I'm just going to double check the vicious mockery real quick. Yep, so he's already made his next attack roll because he has made an attack roll as an attack of opportunity. He's going to come to you, and as he does, as you are trying to walk away, he just sprints towards you. I'm going to require a strength, or I'm going to require an anti-grapple check here as he runs towards you and just tries to stick the boot and basically into your coccyx.
Oh, great. Which one is they took grapple? Is that acrobatics or athletics or what is it?
It's whichever's better for you.
So it's either of those?
Either or.
Great, because I have a +4 in one and a -1 another. So.
Difference.
Yeah, as you
Rolls a 1 anyway.
move away, as he stands there now. I'll let you know right now, you rolled lower on the die but higher on the mods.
Yeah.
This guy here will jump his friend. As he does, he'll pull out a little crossbow once more, aims it towards Brutus and screams, "To complete this game!" And just fires an 11 for 8, which proves that whilst 2 can play at this game, the skill level is... there's a disparity.
I like to think it bounces off of Brutus's helmet. And it's just like, really? Really? You aim for the head! My most well-defended part!
Shut up!
Yeah, I'm sure. Which one shed? It's this guy, right? That guy said shut up. He's getting shot.
20/7 sends him straight to spectator.
No, you shut up!
He collapses. You watch as he gives you double birds before he falls.
And I'm taking whatever I can off his body.
You can see in his hand he has a light crossbow right now, and with that we could say 18 crossbow bolts, as you will need to track your crossbow
I'll
bolts.
take it! I will take it!
Yep. Remember to track those bitches. Did anything else?
Yep. No.
Okay, all.
So that's 18 crossbow bolts I can add.
I think he's fired it like twice. I'm gonna say twice to be safe. I know he's fired it. I know he's fired it twice.
Fired 3 times.
You find 18 crossbow bolts.
You had 21.
Yeah, you just spare one on him. He's using it to scratch his
No.
back.
1 in your chamber, 20 in the mag.
There we go.
Yay!
I've used 3 shots and got 18 back. Anyways,
Back to this. Oh, that's awesome.
Come on. We need your vicious mockery.
Oh shit.
The worst thing you did was play a bard, so I'm going to ask you for an insult every time.
Oh, okay, I can do that. I like to imagine at this point he just really, and it's just like the most like the disappointed look that would rival his mother.
Somehow enough. Give us the insult before the roll, because you'd have the best insult and the world's worst damage. It'll be fucking hilarious. But he fails regardless. These guys are doing fucking horrible in these whiz saves, by the way. I'm gonna point that out.
This is great for me.
Constantly failing wisdom saves. Did anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Number.
I'm gonna move up a bit. Still don't see where the violin is coming from.
This spell only has a vocal component, no material, so telling someone to fuck off with your voice is great.
Or where the voice is coming from, okay. I just imagine it's just like a badumch but on a violin. Like kinda spellcasting, you know?
I'm gonna see if I can get someone with a violin to do like that for us. If I could get that, it'd be great.
My girlfriend has a violin. I can learn how to play it just for Hurel. Just for him.
This guy is prone but uninjured, correct?
Prone but uninjured.
So a ranged attack would be a disadvantage. Then we're just gonna ding dong ditch him. There you go.
He fails, he takes 4 psychic damage and then gets to make his save at advantage. And now he passes.
I hate you.
Why?
Because now he's gonna come after me!
He stops laughing, he's like, oh, my mum is a hoe. What? Did it else your turn?
That's where I'm gonna end the turn now.
Gonna stand back up and crack his neck, looks.
I flip him off while he's looking.
He jumps the fence. And you do hear a thump as he hits the deck. And he's the optimistic bandit. Well,
no longer optimistic.
no, he's petrified. We'll take his scimitar and at disadvantage. Well, as he's tried to kick you and you dodged away and went, nah, and he's swings forward wildly with the scimitar, trying to get you in the face. That there is a nat 1. Brutus.
Alright, let's see who else needs a blicky.
What's your passive perception, Brutus? It's 11.
One second, I'm just double checking my movement. That was okay.
This guy, I forgot I had the thing. It's 11. Fuck knows where this guy went. Without taking the search action, you have no idea where this guy's hiding.
I can see Zoral and this guy down the hallway, though.
Yeah, you can see them. Clear as day.
Oh, him hiding doesn't matter to me. It's time for a shot in the back. You could say a back shot.
Stop it, you're a fucking minor. As the bolt goes off and hits this guy directly in the back as he does it. It's a return hand.
Hey, wait a minute, aren't you the guy that hired us?
I don't hire people to get me killed, dimwit!
Hey, if you haven't noticed, I'm helping you!
You hear randomly from like one of the houses a window will burst open. Shut up! I'm on the night shift!
Oh, sorry. Alright, that's my turn.
Ember just shouts, "Brother, stop insulting our clientele!"
I didn't insult them!
I don't pay you to talk, I pay you to help.
Fuck you!
Window opens once more. I said shut up! Really up.
This is so fun, because now I have to think of insult every single time I cast this, because it's the only option I have for a damaging spell.
You're gonna want to download and print off a sheet of like great insults.
I will. And I'll make them all myself, specifically tailored to him. But for now, I guess I'll just use the one that I really like using on people.
Your mum.
When I die and God asks me how he failed me, I'll tell him.
I'll tell him what?
I'll tell him your name.
Huh. Little tear falls down the other eye. He looks sad. Did anyone else return?
No, I'd rather not get hit twice.
Yep. Amber.
I'm gonna go over here. Oh, Horrell. Good to see you. This guy, is he injured? Yes.
Yes.
Looks bloody.
He's an arrow on his back that says he's injured.
He got an arrow in his knee, and there's adventuring. There
The
you go.
adventure part you until I took an arrow in the knee.
I ding dong ditch him.
As you toll the bell and he turns round and goes, "Already have a religion, thank you," and then turns back round to hurl. Yeah, get natural 19 on that one.
I'll take one more step. Can I not pass through the corner here?
I'll allow it because it's a fence, so you know, arguably you could just hop this little fence.
Yeah, it's not that offensive.
Did it not?
No.
Okay. More of this guy here. He will. You hear a lot of rustling from the flowers and bushes. The optimistic bandit. Life ain't too optimistic for. We're in round 6, by the way. Mental. You will take his little scimitar and swing towards yourself. You gave him the vicious mockery, so that would technically be at disadvantage. Rolled a natural 12, then rolled a 15, so 12 at disadvantage, plus modifiers is a 15 to hit, which hits for 3.
Oh, ow.
Curtis, you watch as the sword comes down the fine clothes of your well, I would say friend, but I'm not too sure. But the fine clothes of the person you know to be well hung. You may see more than what you bargained for tonight.
Oh god, I have to kill him before they steal his stuff. I don't want to
so
see that
fucked up.
again. I don't want to see that again.
Made me feel
Blicky.
inadequate. A 17 for 10 will hit, and as it does, blows this guy's back out.
Ugh.
Next.
No thanks, you're not my type.
You are walking passively now. You do see this other bandit, like, just commando crawling slowly through the posies. You can see like a little wet streak behind them the entire time.
Should we just let him go, or?
Kill him! We're using magic and you idiot!
Oh, no witnesses. Got it. As he just slowly turns to this bandit.
Yeah, bandit is prone as he kind of looks at you.
Alright, do I have...
my job. Roll.
Well, you attacked us first, and you're a witness. Anyway, that's my turn. Boss! Fuck him up!
But Pearl, you know, at this point here, like, I mean, the dude rolled a fucking 6 on that stealth check, so like, you know, passively you all see them, even Ruby with the lowest passive perception here so far.
Wait, lower than me?
I got a 10 in wisdom.
Oh, makes sense.
I put it in charisma. Huh?
How alive does this guy look?
Yeah. So. He's taking some, he could take some more. He'd rather you didn't.
Everyone around you would rather see you hanging above a childhood bedroom than another word from you.
Your mum's a hoe. He immediately rebuttals back. Doesn't even need to think about it.
Nat 20.
Natural 18.
Oh, close enough.
Done anything else?
I'm gonna back up. That'll be it.
Amber's gonna close the distance, and you like her infernal magic starts to flow, but she doesn't release it just yet. And she asks him, "Who sent you?"
I don't remember this guy's first name, alright? Fuck up.
Jebediah Smith.
Randolph Famas. And his niece, Chrissa.
Do I know the name?
You know the name Chrissa?
Wait, huh? Oh, wait, this is the uncle of the girl we're after.
Yes.
Why did they send you? Fucking provincials.
City is filled with blood-sucking parasites that masquerade as people. Must be cut out. See the puddle around them getting a bit bigger. This guy's been drinking a lot. He's well hydrated.
Well, I do. The Horo, my great friend, do you want him alive?
Talking to me?
Yes.
I don't care. Just kill them all.
Pew 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 pew. As 3 shots leave my hand.
15 total damage.
Yep.
Sends him to the Shadowfell. Or Spectator, pick one.
Back there.
Great! No witnesses! Now, if you don't mind me, hops over the fence to loot his corpse.
Puro, like, he takes his chin off, like, the violin. I forget, there's a... And he just sort of, like, not collapses, but he just sort of sits down and, lays his head back and sighs.
Oh there, partner. You get over there.
Do I look okay to you? My gobs are destroyed. Do you know how much these things cost? Far more than your salary, I'm sure.
Well, since you're the one paying my salary, I think you can determine that yourself. At least you walked away with your life, so I think it's worth a
Find
try.
out where your girl is!
That too, we got some information on the cash you hired us for.
You
The
can see,
house
like,
just burning at this point here, but you just hear like the you watch is like outside the back window, just a it's very clearly the bedroom has collapsed into the dining room.
Hey,
This
quick
is,
question.
this is
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna ask, is there any money on this bandit?
Let's play the game called Rolling D100s.
Let's go.
guys, this is just like the part. This is just like the part in Interview with the Vampire where they burn the house down, guys.
Is this all just a fucking reference?
I was wondering when it'd
Everything
take Quinn to pick up on them. Was really wondering.
Well, you know what? How about we go back to my office before we get incriminated by standing next to a burning building that seems to be magical flamed?
And corpses!
That too.
My own blood.
Yeah, you're covered in your own blood. What's up? First time?
No, it is not.
Oh, let's get on the road. Then we walk and talk, if you like they like to say. So
I just want you guys to know, Hurel is on 2 HP right now.
Awesome. If only we had a healer.
Yeah, he is the healer.
Heal yourself.
He doesn't have any spell slots left.
Opened up the fight with Tasha's.
Yeah.
God, imagine having Tasha's hideous laughter on your sheet.
By the way, as we're walking, you just get a solid pat on your back, Zoriel. Hey, you held well for a scrawny little guy.
Well, I wouldn't call him scrawny if you've seen the painting.
Hurel just sort of like shoots a glance.
Mentioning the painting. Look, let's just say I know a lot about you now, and I don't want to.
You
Hurel
watches
just sort of
the
like,
window at the back of the house, and by the kitchenette, just blows out with some flames and smoke. You get the idea that the art room has just collapsed as well, taking the painting with it.
Wait. Imagine the painting falls out, and it's all that's left is the dawn.
I did say I took a sketch version of the painting for my own note-keeping.
Brutus gesturing to the painting. That's what I know about you now.
Hurel just sort of like cocks an eyebrow and looks up, despite the fact that despite the fact that half his face is obscured by this very ornate porcelain mask. You can tell that he's almost entertained through the amount of agony that he's probably in. He sort of pushes himself up. If we go wherever you're going, can you promise that we won't be attacked in the middle of the night again?
Are you gonna send us to a creepy house in the middle of the night?
If we do it, we do have our. I have my muscle to keep us safe, right, Brutus?
I killed 4 men today.
How
good.
how tall is Brutus?
His knuckles. I never thought about that. Let me see if I wrote it down on this thing.
Ruby, whilst we're at it, real quick, as a retroactive thing, roll me a d20 plus 3.
I'll say 6'2". We'll go with that.
Okay.
So, did you show like you're sketching? Yeah.
No, just for my own note keeping.
Go. I'll let you know right now. Your own note keeping is just like a stick man, very crudely drawn, but like a rather
endowed.
A rather that's what I'm looking for. Not endowed. No, a rather.
The veins are there.
You've spent time bored drawing penises, and like this is a very good penis to be on a stick figure, and this is just like the weirdest session that anyone will ever watch.
I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna have to watch this with my partner.
As Huril sort of pushes himself up, he sort of flicks his gaze between Amber and Brutus, and after Brutus proudly exclaims I killed whatever people.
4 men.
He sort of walks up and loops his finger around the little weird. Brutus is wearing a body harness. I don't know if I'm the only person who has noticed this, but I certainly did.
I am.
It's a holster.
Yeah, and Hurl sort of loops his finger around the ring on his chest and gives it like a playful little tug. Yes, yes, dogs are they're told, and he sort of like glances up before letting go and
Oh my God,
walking
I'm a
away
tiefling!
between them. People seem to think it's all the same nowadays.
Hey, we all just had a hell of a night. How about before we do any more business, I'll buy a couple rounds of drinks. I just got a bunch of coin off these guys.
Well, if you're bad,
I'd rather
I
not
wanna-
bleed out to death.
well, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Here,
Yeah.
do you have any like obvious cuts that are visible?
I think he was stabbed, so yeah.
Lovely. I'm just making sure. You just see Brutus just like pat himself down, take a bit off like his clothes is like tattered and like sewn together. You just see him take a bit off of like his lower robe part of his like trench coat. Here, and just puts it over the wound. There you go. Better. Let's get hammered.
Oh, brother.
He just grimaces and like swats him away.
Hey,
To think I was told to get you for information.
if you have
Hey, we
less
did
blood,
get information.
if you have less blood, it's cheaper to get drunk.
Sorry, Scottish just sent me some.
Well, as much as I would love to go out, and he puts his fingers up in quotations, hammered with you, I fear there's been a sort of happenstance at the Opera House, and I would much rather not be stopped on the streets every 5 seconds asking me why. I'm a public figure. I have reputations unlike you.
Wow. Okay, boss. I think we might have to keep what we found to ourselves for a bit then.
No,
The
it's
theater
whatever.
is oh so important.
Brutus, I don't pay you to talk. How about we just go back to my office and have a bit of a debrief? Sounds like we both had a bit of a revelation to say.
Can we get drinks after?
You can pick up a drink while on the road, okay? You just drink on your own.
Fine.
Still got a bottle of whiskey in my desk anyway.
Fine.
I'd like to make a point that the song we've been listening to this entire time has been a violin piece.
Oh god.
Zoriel's been playing this entire time.
Just make your way back to the door of the Bureau of Amber, shall we say. The place of business. You still see that same Bugbear there, this time hunched over in a puddle of her own puke. As you open the door, and as it seems to lean out and like grab a shoe and kind of kick off and move on and close the door and open up the lights. This is exactly what you'd expect from a neo-noir-ass looking character. Like, we have this desk filled with papers, other filing cabinets that are left open, the small candle by the window, the door that's very clearly not going to ever close or lock, the wall that has seen one too many arrows and one too many bolts hit into it, akin to the wall that they always just seem to be shooting and shooting and shooting. You see, all the other case files, some are extinct, some are cold cases, one or two are completed, there's a few more letters that have been brought in and unopened that sit there, which are very clearly other cases. And there are a few newspapers from other places, the Baldur's Mouth, Waterdeep Wazoo, and a few others from around. Just keeping an eye on cases and current events, though the newspapers aren't very current given they're about 3 weeks out of date, but nonetheless, these all sit down in this coldish, it's cold for the climate, this, we'll call it well ventilated area, but the ventilation comes from the disrepair more than anything else. You sit down on the chairs and you hear the creaks and cracks. You open up the desk to reveal the 3 empty and 1 half-empty glass bottles. You pull out 3 cups, because glasses are for people who can afford it. And
Actually, only
pour.
2 cups.
I thought you brought 3 people with you.
Oh yeah, but Brutus doesn't get any.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I told him to get his own.
Pour out the 2 cups.
I'll just split the bottle between the 2 cups.
Brutus looking at you. Have you ever seen that image of the betrayed-looking dog?
Yes.
I imagine there's like
that.
there's some mediocre beer in there as well that I passed to Brutus. Like just the last bottle of mediocre beer, and then basically half a whiskey glass filled with whiskey, and I passed like one of them to Zero before taking a sip of my own.
Brutus begrudgingly lifts his helmet to drink.
World sort of like picks it up and like stares at it, and he like tilts it around in his hand and grimaces, and then decides to drink anyways because he's tired.
You kind of sit down and while Caesar on, you take that drink and you place the bag down, and you hear the clinking and clunking in your bag as you sit down and take that drink. It burns. It burns. But you know that way when what you need... God, this is gonna sound so bad. When you know, but you know that way when you just have that pain that you just need at that moment in time. That little bit of pain that just makes it that bit more tolerable.
Yeah.
For me, it's when I get a tattoo done, right? Just gonna point that, like, you know, that. But it's just that, as you kind of relax down in the chair a bit more, your guard drops, you unclench your jaw, your muscles just relax. And it burns. Yous are here. In Amber's little place.
Alright, so you said you had trusting that you...
You keep cutting out.
Oh, whoopsies. You said you had information. Wait, I have a solution for this. It's called leaving and rejoining.
I have another solution, just up your attenuation. Or down it, one of them.
Anyway.
You said you had information. I trust it'll be useful.
Depends on how you look at it. Brutus, the map.
I don't know, do I have a drink that's good? Yes, I have the map. He unfurls it from his pockets of many things. As he, like, lifts up his trench coat, digs around. Here you go! Slaps it on the table.
Will sort of looks down at it and looks up at Brutus and then turns to Amber. You really should train him better.
You're
I
offering...
found the bloody thing!
He has his good days, but he can be a bit grumpy if he doesn't get the drink. However, we did find the map. Seems to point towards Baldur's Gate, and there's a note or letter. We found that she, Carissa, right?
Carissa.
Carissa has been taken about as a deckhand towards Baldur's Gate and should be arriving first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, that poor paranoid woman. She's going to get herself caught up in some endless theatrics, and not the kind that I enjoy.
We also figured she probably went there by boat. Pointing at the underlined boat thing on the map.
Said, this is why I don't pay you to talk.
You said she went to Baldur's Gate. That's it.
By boat, yes, as a boat hat.
Yeah, I mentioned the boat.
That being said, I do think that's where our next lead is, so I guess we're going to travel to Baldur's Gate as well, if you want to catch up with time.
I'm trying to think. Who would know that she's related to this person, right? Or no?
You know what we'll do? We're going to play it real smart here. We're going to go to the dice tray. We're going to just grab a D20. We're going to go, whoo! You know she has family in Baldur's Gate. And that she's not originally from Arm.
That sad old woman's gone off to her family in Baldur's Gate, and now she's going to go over there and tell of them her perils, and they're going to send her right back just like they did before.
Well, and perhaps we can get there before she gets back on the boat again.
Well, that's assuming that she comes back in a timely manner. Knowing her position, they might put her in a room. Or something. Something to keep her locked up. She's been struggling as of late. She's not been the most sound of mind. She's been paranoid.
That should make her easier to find if she's loud and annoying and stuck in one place. It's easier than somewhere that keeps running.
Darling, we're going to Baldur's Gate. Everyone there is loud and annoying.
Oh, like you.
Well,
Pardon?
shut up, Brutus.
I'm just messing with you.
We have a name, we have a place. It's better than chasing through all of Alm or the entire short coast if we get unlucky.
It's a lead, and considering the fact that I have actually been set out on an expedition, sort of grits his teeth, I suppose I'll have no choice but to accompany you personally.
Where's the letter that was sent to Ember? Like, who has it?
You're paying
I
for
still
your own
have
food
it.
and board, but though.
I was gonna bring that up. And eventually Harrell sort of thinks and pulls out this. Was it like individual letters, or was it in like a folder?
It was just one big brown manila envelope, like what I hold in my hand.
Harrell pulls out this manila folder. Its edges now probably coated in his own blood, and he sort of like dusts it off a little bit, and you know how like when you get something on your hands, you sort of like rub them together and like flick them away. He kind of does that, and then hands it succinctly to Amber. I forgot about this. They handed me this when I showed up at your house in an attempt to look for you. I believe it's yours.
Well, I hope you didn't show up to my house. My office is where I'm most often to be found. But I do open the letter. Is that the letter I got IRL?
That's the letter you got IRL. All this talk
Dear
of Baldur's
Ember.
Gate reminds me of a Baldur's Gate letter.
Yes. Dear Amber, it is in these trying times that I find myself having to reach out to one such as yourself. My name is Sindra and I reside in Baldur's Gate. It was no easy task to track you down. There were tales of yourself and Eltero, and I have spent more gold on tracking you down than I ever have earned in my adventuring years. I sacked many of tomes and raided many of crypts. Though my time wanes, the time frame of such has accelerated. You may or may not, depending upon your location, have heard of the recent blight. Those who have cheated death in the past have been unable to escape their fate, and now even the most powerful clerics and strongest blackstaffs cannot revive that which has recently departed. I have an opportunity for one such as yourself to see the world. Imprint your name in the annals of history, make as much gold as I have and crack the ultimate mystery. Where is the soulmonger? I reside in Baldur's Gate. Find me before death. Sindra Sylvain. Well, looks like we're heading to Baldur's Gate anyway, so... Kill two birds with one stone.
Soulmonger. Wait, so... This is soul's death, they're all the same thing. Does this have anything to do with perhaps a permanent, unyielding death? A kind of death that cannot be revived?
Well, does read it as such that is something that they're dealing with.
Then I suppose I have my own motives again in this godforsaken city.
Well, like stars align. Looks like we have more than one reason to get on a boat or on the road, whatever we can afford. You don't happen to have a boat of your own.
And we're still getting paid, right?
For my own job. Perhaps.
If I pay you
Succeed.
hourly, you get paid. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
I'll make you a deal. As we go upon this journey together, any discoveries that I make, as we are part of the same triad, I will split among us evenly if I so see fit, and that will be our payment. Along with, of course, what I promised you in the first place.
So
Sounds
you're
good to me.
you're suggesting a party.
I have nothing less to do. It seems that we share information, we cover our weaknesses where our strengths do not lie, and although I'm more accustomed to solo performances, I can deal with a bit of co-starring.
I prefer
Like how you can't take a hit worth a damn.
Brutus, I don't pay to talk, remember that. Well, I do prefer to sing a duet of my own with my talkative muscle. I do suppose I could use your help as long as you don't get in my way and in the way of my investigation.
Don't worry, doll. I'll do much of the talking myself. I think I have more of a silver tongue than you two have combined. I mean, Chris is here in the first place, isn't she?
I wouldn't underestimate me.
I'm just gonna whisper.
I might not
to
be
you.
the most social inept, but I do have a tongue with many powers myself.
Just
But-
gonna whisper.
Let's not make this a dick measuring contest, as I will lose that very much. But
I know,
No.
I would too.
Don't worry, dear. If you want to show me all the extravagant deeds of what your magical tongue can do, then you can meet me after dark. But for now, we should focus on what's important.
I might take you up on that offer at some point. The road can get lonely at times, but for now, I do think we should start preparing to get on the road.
Hurl seems to have warmed up to you a little bit. Not because of that, but because you seem like you're capable of taking a joke, and he's very fond of that.
By the way, I just have one last question. Why did you say triad so weird?
Triad?
You said triad.
Triad. It's a dialect.
Oh, okay. It's just how you talk. Okay, I thought. Okay, that's fine.
My English goes to a different school. You don't know her.
Okay.
Well, then I suggest we meet up at my office in the crack of dawn. Take some rest. You need it. Do you have a place to stay?
Me.
Yeah.
Hurl sort of. He goes to retort and be like, of course I have somewhere to live. And then you can see that he sort of sinks back into his thoughts and he thinks of Cornelius and his unwillingness to see his face again lest he succeed. And you almost see him sort of, for the first time since you've met him, you see him sort of deflate, just for a little bit. You see it sort of reflect in his demeanor. He sort of shrinks back a little bit. I am not in a position in which I can succinctly say I would be safe where I am going, so I suppose not. He sort of speaks very briskly.
If you want,
You can stay at
you
my
sleep
place
on
for
my
the night.
couch.
I got a spare bed, don't worry.
Oh, how sweet of you.
Do you prefer to sleep in the office? I'll leave the door unlocked.
I have standards.
Amber looks you up and down, gives her like a... I doubt that look for a second before. It's your choice, whatever you say, pretty boy.
Oh. Well,
So,
that makes that.
you take a nap on my offer, or are you gonna find it out yourself?
I'd rather not roam the streets where the heathens grab at my ankles. I've had enough of that today, so I suppose I'll be taking you on your handout.
You say that, you hear very loudly from the front door the Bugbear groan and then fall. You hear a smash that falls to the bottom of the stair, and as it does, you hear, "Officer to guard!" and it collapses once more, and you hear snoring.
Right. Well,
Let's get to bed before anything gets out of hand. And she slams back the rest of her drink, which is more than a shot's worth of whiskey left.
cheers, I'll drink to that as he downs his piss water.
Just follow me and I'll lead you to my home.
Please do.
Excuse,
Though I won't lead you to the bedroom, you have to find that way yourself.
excuse, make your way out past the Bugbear, whatever it had is now smashed up completely. And as you leave Neckbane lying there, go back to the home, walking through the deep dark streets of I say like it's a place, I just keep forgetting the city name. As you walk through the streets of said city
At Katla.
at Katla. At Katla City. Not that I'm going to need it much longer, but you know, you hear
The Ethel, my God, my law.
hear a voice in your head once more there. Zoriel. The trial is in a week. He comes from afar. What's the hold-up? Did you find another? Or art thou preoccupied?
Wait, where do I hear?
Not you.
Who hears it where? Okay.
I'm assuming I can respond back in my head, right?
Yeah, you're all aware this is very much the sending spell that Cornelius is so fond of using. You distinctly remember a time where you took to the highest points of and sent out the world's largest group sending spell in the world.
Hurel sort of winces a little bit at the sound. It seems that our suspect of nature relies in Baldur's Gate. So, we must make our way there and then find exactly how to deal with the situation.
How to deal
However-
with?
25 words.
I forget that as a fucking limit.
After a moment. Shall I send him to meet you in Baldur's Gate? Or will you be done by then?
Hard to say. But I suppose Baldur's Gate would be a safe bet.
after longer than initial, he shall meet you with the tome you sought. And if you require more time, he will call me to say, and he will skulk.
Thank you. I will look out for a response.
As the night in Athkatla comes down and the day breaks, we all feel very good. Yous manage, through the odd interconnections of Cornelius, to chart on a galleon headed towards Baldur's Gate. The sea air is brisk, the weather ominous in places. As you are on this boat, you watch as numerous people do perish due to disease and malnutrition. Some people are just not built for the seas, and other people have various diseases. You watch as what little magic there is, these people still, like the girl, never stand back up. You arrive 5 days and 1 hour later in the city of Baldur's Gate. You see, don't have the map, apologies, I'll have it for next session though.
I'm in the fucking building again.
You see...
We should have let Avernus take this fucking place, I'm so sick.
You see once more as you're back in port, the Low Lantern Tavern. You see other ships coming and going, the bells dinging. You see a man of black hair and a black cloak with black fur and his thick curly hair walking towards the Low Lantern Tavern, absolutely fucking stuck up with himself. You see numerous deckhands bringing things down. You see one ship, there's one little part in the port that seems to be set. I imagine by this point you've shared all the information you have found, and with it you can see one ship chartered dock. Specifically, this one ship is for imports and exports from the Vamas family. You see a man standing there, brown hair, got a tan-like skin and some nice fine robes and a rounded brim hat that seems to go up. He starts echoing instructions around at people to fix up his boat, to get things on there. Around you can see criers talking about children of patriarchs and beggars, prominent people in the streets being found dead and the clerics being unable to get them. The death toll now sits at around 300 and climbs daily here in the city of Baldur's Gate. The crypts are full and the clerics are running out of diamonds. Even a gentle repose here and there. Prices are skyrocketing here in the city of Baldur's Gate. You stand on the dock as the seagulls cry, and the clouds darken over this city. What would you like to do?
Huh. We know that the seal was from the Vamos family, right?
Yes.
And they're like right there, correct? And we know that.
Yeah, it's weird how that happened, ain't it?
Yeah. Are we? We're off the boat, right? Or
You're off the boat and you're on the dock.
okay. Assume Hurel would sort of look over at the Vamos dock and the amount of, you know, everything going on there, and Hurel will turn and make a little point towards Amber. Looks like the Vamos. Everything we have is right here. Might as well make use of it.
Sorry, I missed that.
Looks like the Vamos are here. Everything is right in front of us. We might as well make use of it.
Who are those again?
Hmm?
The Vamas? Sorry, I lost. Who? Am I supposed to know those people?
That's Chris's uncle's family. The girl you were hunting in Arm about a week ago.
Which girl? I punted no girl.
The girl you were looking for your friend who's standing in front of you.
Oh, Chris. No, but I got confused because Chris showed him his Ferkith, I believe.
That's how cousins work.
Well, I'm confused. Okay, it's been a long ride. Yeah, it does seem like their ship is here. I guess we can talk to some of them to see if they know where they dropped off their deckhand.
Might as well go investigate.
As you approach the ship, as the man places his hand out. Well, you're not with us. You're not from my group, you. We don't employ you. No. How can I help?
We are looking for one of your deckhands.
Oh.
Should have joined you in Atkatla and is left off here in Baldur's Gate. Don't know where the fuck the accent is going.
We'll figure this one out later.
There we go. No, there we go. I just had to do the yeehaw brother. That's how I find the accent again.
She looks. Ah, yes, well, sadly, this is, that ship from Atkatla that arrived in port about a week ago and was sent off to the peninsula. Yes, it's the last ship allowed out. Too many deaths at sea, and no way to get them back. We are sending requisitions to the feast. Don't know where this accent's going. The feast in Baldur's, in the peninsula.
God, my meds are wearing off. Holy fucking shit.
So she's already gone.
It's all my men left, about 3 days ago.
Wonderful. Well, I do have to meet someone here. God, that cuts our time.
Do you happen to know if one of the part of the crew might have left the ship here and stayed behind the Baldur's Gate?
No, we kept everyone on the ship was necessary.
Wonderful.
Do we know who sent the letter to? That was like that sent the letter to Krisha that we found. Oh fuck! I didn't even check her diary. Would I?
In that time,
Yeah.
you'd have checked the diary.
Yeah, like on the ship, I would have had my tools and everything.
Not much on it. The phrases, that phrase once more, city is filled with blood-sucking parasites masquerading as people, is in there once more. There's a lot more that seems to be missing. You also read the phrase, their facades shall fall in the blank blank of dawn blank blank, blank blank death, blank blank the shadows.
Facades will fall in the blank. Sorry, no. One more time.
The dawn of the blank 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 shadows.
The
And
dawn
death was in
of
there.
the blank shadows, death.
Someone was being sent to meet me here, right?
Who has been sent to meet you?
I thought that's what the voice said.
Oh yeah.
Cornelius.
Don't worry, there's time for that.
Okay, I just want to make sure I knew that correctly. Also, I think whoever would have checked the bag he was given by the point they were on the boat. I kind of forgot about that.
In the bag,
Yeah.
you would have found two things. I'm just gonna put it out there right now. Yeah, they missed the third thing. So Give me a sec. Got images. First one that you found in there. You realise that this bag that you were given is it's not the bag you thought it was. This is a bag of props that you've been thrown. Absolutely useless to you for the most part, you think at first. The first one in here, this prop, a rather long, well, it doesn't have a distinct, but we'll say 2 foot. We'll say 1 foot actually. We'll say 1 subway foot long length of rod, silver or steel, hard to tell, very shiny. On each end, facing the opposite way. So if you were to hold it out, there would be one head facing outward and one head facing inward, of horses, and a small red button.
Oh, interesting.
Oh! I know that one.
Secondly, there is a helmet. Darkened steel, with spikes around the eyes and an almost M-like shape around the face, with large bat wings.
How cute. Ah!
And now
Armor,
that
that's
it's
so
gone
cute.
forever, the third thing that you missed.
No.
What is that?
That is a cloak of many fashions.
Ah, the comp.
Wasn't that in the house or something and
Yes.
it burnt down? How was I supposed to get that?
You weren't.
God damn it.
I filled my checks, otherwise, yeah. What is the helmet? That's what I'm curious about.
That's
So
what
here's
I'm
what I'll
saying.
say. None of these items require attunement. Who would put on the helmet?
I feel
Probably-
like there's one obvious answer here.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Brutus, cause helmet guy.
is you put the helmet on, but you take off your helmet and you put this one on, and
it goes
everything's
on
fine.
top of it.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The second that your head touches the helmet, your eyes vanish to nothing but the deepest of black, and you just see two red, piercing.
No, I know this helmet.
Ruby should know it too. It showed up last night as well.
It's been about 24 hours since I've last heard about this one, yeah.
Oh, I look good.
I love that, like, we're staring at a black screen for most of this.
Yous aren't seeing the
We're just looking at a black screen for intro.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was intentional.
No, you're supposed to be staring at this the entire time.
Oh. I know that asshole.
Like, am I supposed to not have any sight? I'm like, yeah, no, it's the sign. I was like, okay.
But yeah, as things are going around, what would you like to do? We are just on there. What we'd like to do is you've got these items. Break them up as you wish. One is a dread helmet. The other is an immovable rod.
I feel like I feel like Horo could get the most use out of a immovable rod.
I'm not quite sure what that does. Hold on.
Look, Horo already has a rod.
Not quite as immovable.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I'll stop ripping.
You know, he does keep ripping his jeans.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So which one of you is getting the rod?
Giggity.
Alright!
Giggity. I feel like Horo has the experience with rods, so...
Oh, great.
Yep.
So then, Horo, for lack of better terminology, gets the rod. Brutus, Pepsi, who has not even claimed his own character in D&D Beyond, by the way.
What?
Your
I thought I
character,
did.
Brutus Watson, is unassigned.
I made him!
Brother, he's unassigned!
Okay, at least he's been claimed.
I'll throw a dread helmet on Pepsi, and a immovable rod on Zora, but yeah.
Who really?
Yeah, but as we are on here, what would we like to be doing? What's going on now that we're in the city of Baldur's Gate?
Well, I need to wait a little bit until I get my visitor.
I got a letter to chase.
And I follow wherever Ember goes. I almost called you Ember.
Close enough.
Yeah, as you
Close enough. Welcome back, Ember.
as you head on off out into the city to get everything you need. Things take a bit of time. However, during the night, ship comes to port. As Royal's been walking around, looking around and waiting. Ember, Brutus, potentially drinking and chasing up that lead. As the woman didn't really give you an address, which in hindsight and in foresight, I probably should have told you where to go. So you spend the day investigating, I suppose, is the you do your job.
Yeah, exactly. I'm used to like chasing vague leads, so I would have proficiency in finding them.
That night, however, Ember, as the final ship comes in, you see as people step on it. As it does, you hear the clunking, banging of these. I thought I just heard a fucking AR-15 IRL, but you hear the banging, clanking, clunkings. Those heavy footprints of what is essentially Chelsea boots, let's be honest here. Walking down the plank. As it does, this tall, gaunt man stands there. As he does, he looks at you with contempt and curiosity. As his long curled hair is tied back and he wears the clothes of an aristocrats wore bow ties, Matthew. He wore the clothes of the aristocracy of a foreign land, hard to tell. As he looks at you, you hear, just in your mind, are you he who I see?
Sorry, who asked? Who
Speaking
was
to
distracted by
Zoel.
me? Okay.
I am.
Then he reaches into a bag. He places another bag next to you. Things can't go on without me. Elias owes me double now. But I got messages. I'll be in touch. And I'll be watch. As he places his hand out towards you, and again, this almost telepathic speech. As he places his hand out, you see this very faint glowing purple crystal on this brooch on his pocket. As he places his hand out to shake yours.
And he'll do so.
I'm gonna use some words now that are gonna cause a reaction. Do you resist?
No.
He takes down and kind of pulls you and twirls you, pulls you right close, like right close. He whispers in your ear. Larens. And then pushes you forth. Just ever so as you kind of step back. As he verbally exclaims, "There must be food somewhere in this den of iniquity." He watches, he just seems to walk off trailing. He watches other men on the ship look concerned and confused as the ship hasn't even fully moored. You find in the bag everything that you have needed. Your black and purple book with a raven symbol, the mask that you require. Replace the now worn and fractured mask that you have, and the necessities to build another, should it ever break.
Yay!
You find Amber and Brutus. You sleep. Yous awake the next day and head to a townhouse, the upper end of Baldur's Gate. Yous usher in from the front of the house. Another group of 3 strange-looking individuals are ushered in from the back of the house. And as you are all pushed into a room, you see a roaring fire and a chair. And a voice speaks out to yourselves. We'll pick this up in 2 weeks' time. Level 2.